You're listening to Australia's national youth radio station, Triple J. For more info, go to triplej.net.au.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fans of football of all faiths, get out your mats and prepare to pray for peace, fair winds and fast, open football. Genuine Australians, are you concerned that the world has gone wobbly? Are you prepared to take up the slack when others have cut and run? Have you got that hard yard in you that can make you shock and awe? Well, listen up. This weekend is for you. This Sporting Life and Frosty La Hood Motors present the Festival of the Boot. A weekend of warfare on two fronts. It's a celebration of Australian violence. Good on you, mates. Fighting for a fair go for all Aussie battlers. Doing it tough with a car at the Bowser. Doing it tough with interest rates lifting like a stingray with a poisonous barb aimed at the hearts of khaki diggers. If you've ever dreamed of being a digger, dreamed of pulling Grandad's bayonet out of the wardrobe, dreamed of bagging a VC at Plugs Plateau under a hail of enemy fire, dreamed of aiming up, then this double bunger of ballistic Baghdad-style bunker-busting football is for you. The 2006 Festival of the Boot, the weekend of warfare on two fronts, is brought to you proudly by Frosty La Hood Motors. And with his inaugural Festival of the Boot address, here is the big man of cars, General Francis Frosty La Hood.
War is hell. But football is a terrific way for young blokes to keep fit. And with the footy on, it's never been a better time to buy a new car. Honestly, come out and see me during the game and I'll throw in a boot full of no-root, no-toot blueies. No simulation, all real front-line, front-seat action. So, I can't be simpler. Game on, car lovers. Will that do?
Thanks, Frosty. So, Australians, the battle lines have been drawn. The balloon is about to go up. Settle back, pull on the fatigues, adjust the night vision goggles, and lend an ear to the Black Ops experts, H.G. Nelson and a rampaging Roy Slaven, with the 2006 Boot Part 2, the Rugby League Grand Final, the Melbourne Storm versus the Brisbane Broncos. H.G.
Yes, thanks very much indeed. Commander T. Webkey in the soundproof booth. The purple hair commander, an old-fashioned dat cacker. Very, very funny Festival of the Boot. Please. Good evening, Australia. Welcome to the Festival of the Boot Part 2. Welcome to Rocktober. Welcome to the second prong of a weekend of warfare on two fronts. Welcome to the Grand Old Girl Stadium, Australia. And yes, Steve-O, this one's for you, buddy. Enjoy. Welcome to the Rugby League Grand Final for 2006 in this, the year of the Stoat. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have emerged from a cupboard or maybe recently returned from the far side of Coos Bay, you may be surprised to learn that the Melbourne Storm are taking on the Brisbane Broncos in the Boot Part 2 at the Girl tonight. Yes, Australia, a team from a town that hasn't a clue take on a team from a town that has far too many. Let's hook into this, the only show in town tonight, with a reminder that for the best of the coverage, tune your television to the Football Network down your end of the swamp. Turn down the sound and turn up Triple J. And remember, my very good friends, this is the modern age. We are broadcasting in a digital divide. So if you are watching with a digital TV signal, the picture may be slightly slower than the sound. Sadly, there is bugger all we can do about this except pester Sol Trujillo. And now, without further ado, let me introduce to you a man who has given himself an old-fashioned traditional softening up period before coming to the card table tonight at the Girl. And let me say this about this 2006 Pride of Australia medal winner. He's never been fitter and never ever suffered from a bout of macho distortion effect. Rampaging Roy Slaven. Welcome to the Boot Part 2. Welcome to the Girl. The atmosphere tonight. Have you experienced anything like it in your 20 years of sitting with me behind the card table, buddy?
AC, can I just say from the off, taking on board your thoughts.
Yes.
How much, and I just want to express it here today, how much I love rugby league.
Yes, Roy.
I love rugby league.
What do you like about it, Roy?
Tonight is a night for Australians. Australians. Good, fair, dinkum, bloody Aussie Australians to stand up and
real
say...
Real values, Australians.
I love rugby league. This is the greatest game of all.
Yes.
And we're going to witness something very, very special, I think, here this evening, HG. Atmosphere unreal, awesome, surreal, out of this bloody world.
Yes.
It is magnificent.
A great occasion here, obviously the Melbourne Storm and the Brisbane Broncos. I echo those thoughts, Roy Slaven, tonight, rampaging Roy Slaven. I ask everybody, wherever they are, to get up off their lounges, turn towards the television and bellow with us together. I love rugby league! What a beautiful thought. What a beautiful way to get us underway tonight here. Roy, obviously it's a terrific night, and I just want to flag the pre-match entertainment here tonight, if I can. We've got In Excess.
Oh, we've had entertainment all bloody day.
I know. Take us through it, Roy. The flag.
Flag!
Yeah.
I love rugby league.
Yeah, I know.
Flag was magnificent.
Score, Roy.
SG ball.
Yes.
Magnificent.
Flag score.
Flag score, I don't know.
22-20.
20. Penrith.
Beat Newcastle. The only time they were beaten all year, Newcastle.
I know. But that's rugby league.
Penrith coach.
That's rugby league.
I know. Look, everybody.
Kenny.
Stand up again, everybody. Face the television. Down on your knees and bellow in unison. 1, 2, 3. I love rugby league. Thanks very much. Then we come to the Premier League.
Yes.
Eels by a point.
Golden point.
Golden point.
Golden point. Who can believe it?
I know. It's incredible.
Actually, look, I've noticed with the coverage already, and can I just thank Channel 9 for the magnificent pictures that they've allowed us to share with them tonight, and with the people of Australia. Seeing Chang Langlands. Chang was there, standing beside and behind Sterlo, and it just made me realise what a great old game this is. Changer and Sterlo together. I've never seen them together before in my life. But Changa is a great Australian who loves his rugby league, gave most of his life to rugby league before he went to Vic Watling in the island, but came back, the better for it, still loving his rugby league. Brett Kenny, a champion, loves his rugby league and coached the Flag.
I know, Coach Flag. I mean, they're 3 names you've mentioned there already who love their rugby league.
Let's not forget Jersey Flag and SG Ball, what they did in the early days.
Incredible.
To cement rugby league.
Well, they love rugby league.
Of Australians.
I know.
And I'll tell you this for a fact.
In fact,
99% of Australians who waddled up the Kokoda track / trail all those years ago, 99% of them played rugby league.
Is that right?
99% of them played rugby league.
And the other 1%, they loved rugby league. Yeah, that's right. Even though they never played it. Now, Roy, the pre-match entertainment can alert people that there's going to be the Australian Air Force in its entirety is flying over the paddock. Right?
Is Peter Costello in a Hornet?
Peter Costello's got a Hornet right up him, and he's at the controls of a Hornet. And, of course, we've got In Excess and Hootie Garoos. Plus, we're going to welcome to rugby league the Titans.
Isn't that fantastic? I mean, when you look at your card, does it get better?
Flag, Premiership,
SG Ball,
Premiership, Titans, Costello in a Hornet, In Excess, Hootie Garoos, then the main game, then the show.
Will there be any homage, HG, to Michael Hutchins, who loved his rugby league?
Well,
Will there be some still shots?
No, I understand they're doing a duet with Michael on the screen. I'm going to do Original Sin.
Fantastic.
With Michael singing on the screen and the band playing out in the middle.
Isn't that
I think it's a terrific idea. I mean, I think we might have seen this with Natalie and Nat King Cole.
We did.
A long time ago. And, of course, I think Peter Allen may have done it in a rather tragic form at a rugby league event.
He did.
With maybe, I don't know, Olivia Newton-John or somebody like that, you know.
What, neither of them dead at the time?
No, he was...
Peter had left us at that stage.
Yes, that's right.
I think you're right, actually. Yes, I think you're right.
Certainly, could I say, it was one of rugby league's finest moments.
Well that's
tawdry, but beautiful with it.
I did. Look, rugby league is a shortcut to emotion. I've always said that. You know, the short way, the shortcut to someone's heart, male or female, if they're Australian, is to say you like rugby league. I mean, it's always worked for me, actually. I just go up to someone who I've never met them before. I say to them, I love rugby league. Did you know? And they say, I love rugby league too.
And all of a sudden you've got something in common.
You've got a lot in common.
I know.
You've got a life in common.
Yeah, you've got a lot in common, really. You've got something to talk about.
That's right. That's right. And I know for a fact that Aussie diggers, battling as they are at the moment, know that they would love to have in the trenches with them someone who plays rugby league.
Well, indeed. Have a look at this. Speaking of emotion, talk about a shortcut to emotion. Have a look at this now. And as we watch this magnificent structure here, which is obviously a Proven Summons medal or a Proven Summons statue, big, not big enough for mine, not big enough to encompass the love that this nation has for rugby league. It's poke in the eye, up to date for people's heartfelt emotion for this great game. And I think this might be in excess getting underway now. I love these smoke.
Who's up first?
Well, I can't.
Hoodoo-Gurus?
I hope so.
In excess.
No, Hoodoo-Gurus. Here they are. They love their rugby league.
Dave, he loved rugby league.
Rugby league. Wouldn't be surprised if he wrote this song especially for rugby league.
He did.
And look at
Can we take it? What's the sound like? Can we hear it?
Well, I don't know. Can we take it up? Let's have a listen.
Look at those surfboards.
Surfboards and the silver.
And they're dressed in gold.
No,
Pure gold.
Isn't that fantastic? Look, would Rick Birch have done this?
Yes.
Would he have run the baton over this, Roy? It looks like Birch to me.
Well, it is, but I think Peter Wynn has done the design of the entertainment. This is all pure Wynn. You can pick up this stuff at Peter Wynn's score.
In a shop.
This sort of flimsy stuff.
Yeah, the gear.
The gear.
And don't our cheerleaders and dancers, aren't
Best
they?
in the world.
Thank you very much.
Best in the world.
And the face painting tonight here, Roy.
Best in the world.
Yeah, fantastic.
And these bands, I mean, Dave Faulkner and Hoodoo-Gurus.
Best in the world. Shortcut to emotion. That's what I've always said about Hoodoo-Gurus, Roy. And let's not forget old man Webkey tonight. There's only one more match before the old war horse will be tipping out in the pasture. And Roy, if she blows one way or the other, don't tell me that he won't have a moment to pause and think, bloody hell, rugby league, great game. Look at it. This is fine rugby league we're seeing now.
This
It's
is
fantastic.
about couples on a board.
I know.
Couples on a surfboard being Aussies.
Join the dots yourself. Do we have to spell it out for you?
You know, this
rugby league is sex,
It
Roy.
is sex. And there's nothing like, doing a bit of that sort of stuff while you're playing rugby league. I always wanted to have a root when I was playing rugby league, and I did.
Look at this, Roy. They're just so exciting. I mean, don't tell me that this wouldn't be understood in places like Uzbekistan.
Of course they understand.
Kazakhstan. They get the message clear. They don't have to have it spelled out with subtitles saying these people are on the job. In inverted commas, question mark, look it up on the internet. They're Australians. They're Australians. That's what Australians. Anybody who doesn't like this
sharing a dream.
Un-Australian.
A rugby league dream.
That's incredible.
Right on aboard with the Hoodoo-Gurus.
I mean, this
with Shane Webkey out the back waiting to come out.
Incredible. I mean, this is why we're in Baghdad.
That's why we're alive.
That's right. If there's any doubt what we're doing in Afghanistan, this is the reason why we're there.
Values. Values there.
V-A-L-U-E-S.
Look at this. It's getting better. Look at these Aussies.
Oh, it's incredible.
One on crutches.
Terrific. VC winner. Not sure, that might be the Titans. Was that the Titans?
Welcome, Titans.
To rugby league.
Welcome to rugby league, you heroes.
Heroes. Have they got VCs yet, Roy?
Heroes. They're Titans and I love them.
Oh, no, incredible. There's just more. You can't get enough teams in rugby league, Roy. And look at this. The girls are going up to welcome the Titans. It's only girls can in rugby league.
They're excited. Come on, Titans. We're ready.
Yes, that's right. Are you? And it's great to see they've got a couple of injuries already, the Titans. That's fantastic.
They've been training hard.
They've been, obviously they know how to train.
Yes.
They've seen the tapes.
Yes.
And they're putting it all into practice here tonight. This is just incredible.
Those moves are incredible. That is incredible. I mean, look at the way they're doing it all together.
Would they be out of the Tony Bertuccio book, Roy?
Well, it is better than that. They've stepped up to another level.
That was just amazing.
That is unreal and awesome.
I mean, remember the night or the afternoon that 42nd Street was the rugby league? Peter Ricks left the tape in the glove box. I mean, I tell you what, that's topped it. Remember the night they had the television set fall over?
Yeah.
Remember the night they built, or the day they built the bridges?
Yeah.
20 years, the memories come flying back. The garages, they couldn't dismount them. They put up so good by
the game was delayed by 8 hours while they pulled them apart.
Oh, indeed. It's just incredible. I mean, that was better than all of that.
Look, the question here tonight, HG, I mean, it's what it is. Can rugby league dreams come? Can they? That's what we're going to. That's what we're going to know tonight. And either way, the answer is yes.
Well, I know.
I mean, the young guy, bloke. He's not so young anymore, but does anyone love rugby league more than he does? I don't think so.
Well, let's talk about Shane Webkey.
Does anyone love rugby league more than Shane Webkey?
The Cinderella story, can it come true? I mean, I know you've described it as a fairy tale. I've looked up the fairy tales. I don't know which fairy tale it is. I'm a little confused.
No, he's right in his own. This is a new fairy tale.
Right.
This is a new one. We're entering uncharted waters here. Because either way it goes down to the wire tonight. Golden Point, I couldn't give a rat's. There's going to be a fairy tale come true tonight for an old rugby league dreamer. Either Geyer or Webkey. That's the fairy tale.
Yes.
You know, you can weave that whichever way you want, but it's going to bring a tear to every child's eye. And the child in all of us
The child
will
in
be
all of us.
bawling like buggery tonight, ain't she, Nelson? I'm nearly in tears now.
I don't know that I can go on. I just have to say this, that I think Kylie Minogue in the news before we came on air has come out with a new storybook called The Littlest Princess. It's a fairy tale. It's
not about Shane Webke.
It is.
About Shane Webke?
I think it's based on Shane
sex?
No, he hasn't yet, but he's going to. After tonight. It's a big story that's breaking.
It is a big story.
I think a current affair.
Yeah, right.
Tomorrow night. Anyway, we'll take a short break and come back, hopefully, with NXS after this.
Frosty here, enjoying the boot? I am. I always listen to the boot on Triple J.
Frosty LaHood has been named Dealer of the Year by the Australian Automotive Association. And Frosty's way of thanking the public of Australia for making him #1 again is to offer a free route with every test drive. This applies to all cars in his extensive range of pre-loved Hyundai Excels. As Frosty says,
Yeah, they can give me one if they like. I'll literally bend over to move a few units.
certain conditions apply.
We love rugby league here at Triple J on the Festival of the Boot. I mean, this is the night of the year for us, Roy, isn't it? I mean, when you get these two teams, Melbourne Storm and Brisbane Broncos. I mean, two great teams, Roy. Two great teams who really both, all of them together and collectively, and the whole crowd here and the dancers and the surfboards and hooty-garoos all love rugby league.
Yeah, they do. And in excess, I mean, nobody realises how much Michael loves rugby league. Michael Hutchinson. And I think Tiger Lily bloody
Does as well. And, I think this
might be Heavenly Tiger, Heavenly something.
Yeah, Harani, Tiger Lily.
Yes,
and
he
he
loves rugby league.
I think that this is the INXS now, isn't it? Look how
Don't they look good? Aren't they moody?
Fantastic. Look at the set. Look at that set. Look at those two big blokes clutching each other at the backdrop.
Wow.
And
that is rock. You know, you can say, rock and roll.
Dead.
No, this is pure rock and roll. This is rock and roll with rugby league rock.
Yeah, it certainly
This is rugby league rock.
And, I haven't heard much of the new INXS, but they're miles better than the Michael Hutchinson INXS.
Of course
He was rubbish. He loved his rugby league.
But look at Kurt Pengelly and this. But look at the attack on the guitar. It's
Unbelievable. They're young, they're fit, they could play.
Yes.
They love their rugby league. They got the right song being played on the tape.
Yeah.
And all of a
isn't that
sudden...
bloke a cool dude? Isn't he cool? Isn't he cool? Isn't he cool?
Put in another word there, Roy, and I'll agree with you. Cool rockin' dude.
Yeah. And he's got all the moves. See, look at those moves.
Yeah, he's going to swivel around Mick Jagger style.
I know.
Oh, no, this is great.
He's not even coy or self-conscious. It's all, look at me.
As it should be,
Roy.
As
it should be.
What a great...
Well, we're looking, fella, and we're liking what we're looking at.
And Roy...
All it's missing is the girls with the surfboards and their blokes.
Well, I'd love to see them out there too. I don't know why they're not out there. And, of course...
look at the way he's got that Freddie and the Dreamers move. Isn't he? It's all Freddie and the Dreamers.
It's all Dreamers. And Roy, the crowd, do they know this song?
No, they shit about the song. They're just loving the atmosphere and seeing in excess. The legends.
The legends, yes.
And punching it out for rugby league.
Roy, do you think there's enough smoke? I mean, I know I've got a bit of a dicky throat tonight, and this smoke is really starting to cut into me. Do you think there's enough smoke here yet?
No, I don't. No. I'll get a bit of smoke happening later. But look at this. Look at the tune he's got here, H.G. Look at this.
Oh,
look at this leg up.
And that status quo lineup.
Stop. Peter Noon.
Herman's. This could be...
And look at the boys. They look like old hermits.
Status quo hermits. Oh, no, it's fantastic. What is this actual song that they're doing? It's a bit sort of hard to distinguish from here.
Distinguished, isn't it?
Yeah, from the card table.
What's it? I don't care.
No, I don't care.
They work down songs.
No, I've come out here to see NXS.
I'm coming here to watch rugby league.
If I was the crowd, I'd leave them out now.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at what he's got going here. Look at he's got his ass poked out towards us. Yeah, that's better. I like all that. He's got feud.
Oh, it's just fantastic. I mean, I can see him going from here to Wembley Stadium, Roy.
Yes.
I mean, that's their next stop on their caravan. They've just killed it in Australia.
They've absolutely creamed it tonight, haven't they?
They've stood up. Stood up.
Stood up to be counted.
And
We're
gone that extra
counted.
yard. And it's a bit hard to focus on the game with this going on, but Roy, how do you see this game unfolding? I mean, obviously, I'm going to love it because I love my rugby league.
I know you do. I know you do. I know you do.
You know,
I know you do. It's a fact.
Yeah, it's a fact. Now, do you see the Broncos winning or do you see the Storm winning? And if so, how?
What an intriguing question, HG. One thing is for sure, we're going to see a lot of points scored tonight.
Yes.
But, having said that, both teams have magnificent defensive systems, especially in the last 5 weeks. The Broncos have already lifted their defensive effort.
Yes.
They've not been known for their defence earlier in the year. The Storm have had the most consistent defensive record all throughout the competition this year. They deserve to win.
Yes.
It's going to come down to the style of attack. That's what it comes down to. Cooper Cronk, will he powder, or will Lockyer, the smart-ass, will the smart-ass be directing traffic perfectly tonight? Yeah, it's going to come down to those two.
Can I just ask you to tease you out on this? You know, rugby league, obviously very close match. Could rugby league be the winner here tonight?
I'm hoping rugby league. I'm hoping a rugby league fairy tale will be written tonight in the spirit of Dakota blood.
Now, Roy, obviously it was great yesterday to award...
Can I just say how much I'm not tiring of this song?
No.
This bloke's... I don't know if we've segued into another song or not, but he's taken his coat off.
That's the big difference.
That's the big difference.
I know, it's just really good.
Because you can hear the coat off it now, can't you?
You can. It's really opened it up. Roy, yesterday we were lucky enough to present the Dyer Medal to Barry Hall. Yeah. And tonight, of course, we have the Hill Fulton Medal, named after those two great exponents.
Cray-Bobbin boys.
Cray-Bobbin boys, Terry Hill and Scotty Fulton. Yeah. The Hill Fulton Medal hasn't been awarded for a couple of years because no one's really deserved it. Can you see somebody in either of these teams tonight picking up the Scott Fulton Terry Hill Medal?
Look, I can. It wouldn't surprise me to see Billy Slater get it. I know, because Billy gets up on people's nose. He'd be a very popular winner. Brett White from Melbourne as well would be a popular winner. From the Broncos side, Justin Hodges. People would love to see Justin Hodges or Shaw Tate win.
Yes, which Justin Hodges could be a worthy winner. Yeah. Now, Roy, obviously there's no more traditional softening up period, but are any of these players likely to go off?
Look, they could. Brad Thorne has a short week. He's a short week merchant. And we don't know about, under this pressure, how Kidwell and Johnson are going to react. Yes. And you've also got what I call the thigh day problem.
The thigh day problem?
Yes. Thigh day can really go off. He's a little powder keg. This song is becoming bizarre to me, HG. Bizarre to me. I mean, are they going to blow up their equipment now or something like that? What, Who style? I mean, we've visited every other bloody rock artist in the past 50 years.
I don't know where this is going. It seems to be very similar to the first song they played, if indeed we are.
Well, it is part of the first song, isn't it? Well, this is still it.
It had a bit of a break for a while, and then it came back.
Oh, what's going on here?
No.
Wow. No, this is freaking me right out. I don't think rugby league's ready for this.
No. Girls in surfboards with blokes in silver suits.
That's fine. There's nothing sick about that.
But that was sending exactly the wrong message to Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan. And all the stands, for that matter.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's very hard to explain that, isn't it?
Well, actually, I don't think we've seen the saxophone used at rugby league since the grandmother was Tina Turner.
The grandmother was here.
The sax is back.
With the bloke who didn't want to have to plug in.
That's right, he might.
Mine.
My Lord, bloody hell, this bloke is going.
Well, I just hope they can get him off in time to start the game because obviously people will be wondering what's happening
this song
next.
Might be a suite. I've got a feeling it goes for 5.5 hours.
Right. Well, we might take a short break and come back with more in excess. They'll be playing.
Weekend of warfare on two fronts is The Boot in 2006, live on Triple J.
Frosty LaHood is the specialist. Try this set of wheels on for size. At his new Lakemba outlet, he has a 1998 Daewoo Navira wagon in the wanted purple that's just begging to be driven away and shagged in. With this Navira, Frosty issues his world-famous guarantee.
If you don't get a route in the first 24 hours of driving this vehicle, you can have your money back and keep the car.
That's Frosty's famous no route, no toot offer. The offer the others just won't believe. Certain conditions apply.
Your old mate General Frosty here. I love cars, love rooting, and I love football. And I do them all while the boot's on Triple J.
What a brilliant opening to the Boot Part 2. We've just seen a little bit of everything. We've seen the Welcome to the Titans. We've seen Hurdy-Garoos. And we've just seen J.D. Fortune, the human being, out front of the reformed In Excess. A brilliant opening, Roy.
Yeah.
Where do we go from here? I mean, you know, we just really just need to see people bumping into each other.
We do. I think our thoughts now, HG, should turn to the players. The players. We've got to imagine what's going through the players' minds now. They'll be in the dressing room.
Could the Storm be overawed? Do you think they've got a lot of younger players?
They could easily be overawed, actually. That is the key issue, I think, tonight. How overawed they're going to be. Because we know the Broncos have been there.
Right.
I think 8 of the personnel have been in a grand final and won a grand final. The other thing to remember with the Broncos, HG, they've been in 5 grand finals and never lost one. They've never lost a grand final if they've got into it. And that's a pretty awesome record.
It is an amazing.
But then again, the Storm have only been in one grand final. They won there, so they haven't lost one either.
Right.
So either way, one way or the other tonight, someone's going to lose for the first time. And that's a scary thought for the lovers of rugby league.
Apparently. Roy, I just want to grapple with that for a moment and ask you, I know you're involved with the Mad Monday celebrations with the Storm.
I am.
What have you got planned? Fancy dress?
Fancy dress. We're going to. The boys are keen to dress up in skimpy sort of gold sort of gear and carry surfboards and get themselves really pissed. So I put on a couple of Old Speak 40-gallon kegs just to warm the boys up on the way to the airport. To the airport.
Yep.
And then there'll be a few quiet beers on the plane on the way down. And I underline the word quiet. I told the boys we don't want anything underwater to happen on the plane.
No.
We don't want anything funny happening. We don't want them to end up in jail and terribly charged or anything like that.
No, I understand that, because that can easily happen when you're drinking a beer on a plane.
Exactly right. So once we get to Melbourne, straight down to St Kilda, and it's really going to go off. Then out to Princes Park, where all the fans will be waiting. I think at least 30 or 40 fans have agreed to be there to welcome the boys when they get in off the bus. And it'll be another couple of 30-gallon kegs. They're down to St Kilda for the 40-gallon kegs. Then back to Princes Park with another 30-gallon kegs.
Yeah.
And
on Wednesday, what have you got planned on Wednesday?
Wednesday,
a game of Aussie rules.
The boys, as soon as they wake up, I've got a couple of kegs ready for them, and we have to blast on through until Sunday.
You seem to have thought it through, Roy, at least.
The only thing I haven't thought about yet is food, and I'm not really worried about that. Because the boys said to me simply, Roy, once we get to Melbourne, we just want to hit the piss.
Now, Roy, Reg Inglis or Greg Inglis has an enormous burden on the next Wally Lewis. I mean, I think Joey Johns called him the next Wally Lewis. I mean, is he that good? Is this too much pressure to put on his young shoulders?
He is that good. And it is a lot of pressure. But I've known the kid now since he was about 12 years old. And I earmarked him as a champ. You know, I described him as the next great channel analyst when I first saw him when he was 12. I didn't want to put too much pressure on him. I didn't tell him that until he was 13. And he's grown into the role. He's going to be a future ambassador. He speaks very well. I told him he'll have C pencil beside his name within the next 18 months. He knows that.
Kangaroo?
I think, well, of course he'll be a kangaroo.
Green and gold?
Green and gold, without doubt. He was disappointed he couldn't get to the PM side that bashed up the Kummels.
Because he had commitments here today.
Yeah. But I did get a word from Bill Harrigan. He had a great time, sends his regards, HG.
That's very kind. Did he have a blow, or did he keep the penalty count down?
He kept the penalty count right down, but he found it a little bit unsettling when a lot of bombs and guns went off as the people enjoying themselves. They do it all over the league. He found it a little bit, he shut himself. That's what he said to me. But he just wanted to pass on the message to all Triple J listeners, HG, that he loves his rugby league. He just wants people to be reminded of that. And I think that's the message of the day.
And did he get back for tonight's match, or is he coming
he's back.
Good.
He's back.
Now, speaking of Bill Harrigan, obviously the referee tonight, Paul Simpkins, I know you had bumped into him in the car park. Has he come with a blowing mindset, Roy?
Yes, he is. He'll blow. I think he'll blow a lot in the first 20 minutes to keep the players apart. I think he does have a tendency to run a skinny 10. I hope he doesn't. And I hope he doesn't rob the game as respectable. No. And that's what I said to him tonight. If you rob this game as respectable,
I'm going to length the rope.
I'm going to length the rope, and I'm going to put some boys with some kegs, some empty kegs, who might have something interesting in mind for you. He understood, but he said to me just quietly, he loves his rugby league.
Fantastic. Now, the one thing that you notice about the Melbourne Storm is they do like to attack their head high.
They do. They do mark the tackle. They really stretch the. They really tested the boundaries of the law. And they do like old Canterbury style. They do like holding a player up, two of them, and letting a third man come in to slow down the play a bit. So that is their great skill. Now it's up to the Broncos to be able to slip the ball away
in the tackle.
That's what they're going to have to do.
Now we have the master in Benny and the apprentice in Bellamy.
Yeah.
How are they going to cope?
Well, they have a great respect for it.
Respect, is that the word?
That's the word they've been using all week, and I believe them. I have no reason to disbelieve them. They do respect. They're not great friends.
No.
They never have been.
No.
But they respect each other as knowledgeable, wise citizens of rugby league.
Beautifully put forward. Do they love the game?
They love their rugby league. They've dedicated their lives to rugby league. It's all like that. Nothing but rugby league.
We'd be happy to go out in the middle of the game. Now we'll take a short break, and the players aren't far away in the Boot Part 2 here at Telstra Stadium.
It's shock, awe, and bunker-busting football. That's the Boot here on Triple J.
While we've got three buffheads on screen, the rugby league year, it's been an enormous year. Everything's gone so very, very right for the rugby league community.
Yeah, it has been. I mean, what we've seen is, teams that won the grand final last year just didn't get a look at this year. I mean, that's what's been great about the way the levelling out of sides, adding excitement, getting interest into the game. And the grassroots actually has been going through the roof as well. I mean, you'll be a local Group 10, Group 6, Group 5. The grassroots of rugby league are really well watered. They're well watered.
Now, Roy, the move into Melbourne has played absolute dividends.
It has.
It's incredible. Now, that 23 million.
Yes.
That I think seed capital that went down there last year has produced a wonderful team already. I think we decided that we'd send a student footy and $10,000 to every sporting teacher, every physical education teacher in Victoria, just to get them thinking and talking about rugby league and just spreading the message. I know, I saw him.
I saw Cooper Cron.
Now, seeding the message, people love their rugby league, and here's 10 grand to help you love it as well.
Yes.
And that seems to have come, really produced this wonderful side already.
I know.
Did you expect it to come?
No, I didn't. I think I thought people just take the money and run and forget about the rugby league. But no, you'll find now that there is a core of people in Melbourne, quite a significant core, who have said to me, to a person, that they love their rugby league. And they just wish that they'd been able to express their love of rugby league, or their awareness of rugby league had come to them earlier in their lives.
Right.
That's what they say to me.
They feel as though they've wasted their lives?
Wasted all of their lives. Look at the kids coming out of show. This might be Sophie Belicio.
I think it is.
That is fantastic. Loves her rugby league. The whole family love their rugby league. I mean, this is just... I mean, the rugby league has become the social conscience sport of Australia.
It has. It's amazing, Roy, isn't it? I mean, that tax pack they've got, the rugby league tax pack, is saving people millions of dollars every year. And their credit card, 4% interest rate they're offering on their credit card.
Right?
4%, the rugby league credit card. It's just amazing what they're doing now with rugby league. That's why people love it, though, Roy.
They do, because it always has had a social conscience. It always was trying to get a bit of money to the battler, doing it in the mines, doing it tough. Doing it tough in the mines, just for a bit of cash on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon to help out with the family. That's what rugby league was invented for.
No, you forget that, and you're bringing it to
during the Depression. During the Depression, rugby league saved so many families alive.
I know. And can I just say we go to our 100th year next year of this great game?
We do.
That means that 4 generations have largely grown up and loved rugby league.
And survived.
Survived.
They're rugby league survivors.
I know. It's an incredible story, isn't it? And, you know, when you come to think about it, it's not a game that often allows for emotion, is it?
No.
I mean, we were saying earlier it does on these big occasions, but generally speaking, you know, like I was thinking of Michael Cocker.
Oh,
you know, when you think about that, I mean, how hard done by Did Leg last week? Not here this week.
No.
I mean, it's so cruel, isn't it?
But I mean, rugby league forces you to confront reality.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no illusion with rugby league. You either make the tackle or you don't. You either get a busted leg or you don't.
No.
You know what I mean? Someone comes up to bot a fag off you and you haven't got one, you get your head punched in. I mean, that's rugby league as well, as we've discovered with Tommy Raudonikis. I mean, a shocking story. A shocking story. I mean, there's Tommy like an old digger.
Right.
I see him as an old digger.
Well, he is an old digger for me.
He's an old digger.
He's no different. He's played rugby league.
He's played rugby league. He's at the highest level.
State of origin.
Yeah.
Australia.
Kangaroo. Kangaroo.
Yeah.
Kangaroo.
I mean, he toured foreign parts under enemy fire.
Enemy fire.
I mean, he was there.
That's right.
He held the line, Roy.
Yes, and I read in the paper this morning that there's Tommy just doing nothing, minding his own business. Bloke comes up to buy a fag.
Yeah.
Haven't got one. Sorry, mate, haven't got one. And he gets his head punched in.
I know. As though Tommy Raudonikis...
I mean, why is that bloke in jail?
Yeah,
I mean, what is Debenham doing about this? What is... Who's the Carl Scully?
Yeah.
See our police and prison minister?
Mr. Sparkles. Nothing.
This bloke
Absolutely
put
nothing.
away for 20 years.
I know. Without any rugby league.
Without a trial.
I know.
No need.
No television, no rugby league, no Steeden, no nothing, no memorabilia, no pictures on the wall of Souths, anything like that. No, it's all gone. Now, Gus Gould
Is
has
his head getting bigger in proportion to his body? Or
Well, I
what?
think the suit's getting smaller.
That's what
I
it
think
is.
I think that's what they worked out, is that people are
He's got
interested.
that sort of David Tench look about his proportion at the moment, hasn't
Well,
he?
the hands seem to be getting bigger, and he doesn't quite know what to do with the hands. That same gesture, look, there it goes back to the mic, and then it'll come out again.
Well, you always
there it is.
fist up when you've only got one hand free.
Yeah, true.
Aren't you?
True.
There's very little
true.
you can do about it. I mean, he can put it in his trouser pocket, I suppose.
I wonder if the director's entirely happy with the idea of the hand floating around like that, or
Well,
something's
that's
got
better
to
now. Oh, no, it's back again. Right, okay. Yeah, well, anyway.
Hasn't he had a magic year?
He has had a great year.
And, you know, people criticise him. I don't.
No, I don't. I don't.
You know, I think he's brought a terrific amount to it, the way he winds Rabs up and asks Rabs questions, you know, things like, try Rabs, go on Rabs, go on Rabs, go on Adeline.
Yes. Look at the young guy, Kitty there, HG. I mean, having a spitting on the floor on the carpet. Well, why wouldn't you? I mean, you're a rugby league player, you know.
You spit anywhere.
You spit wherever you like. It comes with the turf.
Yeah.
You know.
Once you sign on, once you register.
Any less of you?
No.
They just think, oh, well, he's a rugby league player. Well, he might spit on me.
As soon as he registers.
Yeah, here's how you get your mind on the job.
Yeah,
now we're seeing a real difference now between the two coaching styles, aren't we? Now look how professional they are, HG, in the way they time their runs so they don't run into each other.
Oh,
and look at the handling skills that you expect of first graders. These are first graders.
You forget that, don't you, Roy?
You know what I mean? Now we've seen the Storm sitting around looking a bit moody for me.
A bit glum.
Yeah,
I think they would
intimidated.
A bit rather to be out, you know, there watching In Excess.
Yes. So I hope that's not telling us too much too early.
Yes, On
the other hand, I hope the Broncos aren't exhausted before the game starts.
Oh, there's your two schools of thought there. No, I think fitness won't be a problem tonight, and this crowd, Roy, it's building up very, very nicely, isn't it, as we see some pictures.
Yeah. Well, this is a world record. 157,000 people are here tonight, HG.
Is that right?
157,902.
Let me just make a note of that. 157,902.
Yes.
And Roy, you know, obviously with the tactics tonight, can you see, you know, we were talking earlier.
Well, I think both sides will kick early. I think they'll kick early and try to play the game. Territory, it's going to be about territory, HG. You know, in a millisecond where this game is an arm wrestle. I'm not suggesting it's going to be an arm wrestle for very long.
No. Could she go down to the wire?
I'm expecting it to go down to the wire, but with high points. I think there's going to be a lot of points scored tonight. I think there's going to be a great spectacle.
So maybe 30 to 24.
30 to 24, something like that. That wouldn't surprise me. But kicking early, I think both sides will early in the tackles to get territorial advantage and hope for a nervous mistake. Because if you make a mistake at this level,
they'll hurt you. They'll hurt you. They'll really hurt you. You'll be very disappointed.
You would be. Now, are the players coming out now, AC? Are we ready for the players?
Let's take a short break and come back with the
now,
players.
Now, Bellamy, AC.
Oh, sorry,
Bellamy.
Still talking to the players.
Well, that's a bit Smith, isn't it? this technique of, whiteboard and PowerPoint presentations a minute before going out. I don't think this is right. I think this is an insult to the intelligence of the players.
They should know
if they don't know the basic instructions or the rules of the game by now, they're not going to learn it between now and kick-off.
No, they're not. Or the positional play. OK, we're in the tunnel now with the Brisbane Broncos led out by Darren Lockyer tonight. And there's the number 6 there, just slightly ahead of the Triple J camera crew. As we come into the tunnel, they're out of the tunnel, a tiff onto this magnificent stadium here. And it won't be long before you hear the big crowd welcoming the Brisbane Broncos onto the playing arena here. And you'll hear them say, simply,
"Let's go, Broncos!"
And I love rugby! Plenty of support for the Brisbane Broncos here. There's the man with the fairy tale right in front of us now, Fayday. And we saw Tate there, the number 3 there. Thorne looking very big in the number 12 jet, doing a little stretch of the psoas muscle there as he comes down. Petro Siviacina on screen, another big spit from Petro. Got Carmichael Hunt now, beautiful work there from Carmichael Hunt, wearing the number 5. But don't be surprised, as Roy suggested, that he plays a lot of fullback. Tony Carroll on the right there, Tate on the left. Tate, a withering, gibbering Robert Lewis Thompson-like wreck halfway through the season. But I had a chat with Phil Jauncey, I understand, Roy, which turned him right around. What did Phil have to say to him?
He did. Well, don't think about yourself, think about others. I mean, it's a Christian message, really, but it got through to Tatey, and he started to think about the team and not himself, and he's been going for it ever since. Look how professional they are here, many of them, HG. The first thing you want to do is get the feel of the grass on your feet. How your studs are reacting to the grass conditions. Notice all the Broncos did that.
Yes.
They jinked from side to side, forward and back, just getting the feel of the stud on the grass. That's so important. I mean, young people can learn so much just there, then and there. Right there.
You can learn a lot about this, and when you go out, you can obviously have a bit of a cuddle like that, as we see Benny Cross on screen in the 16 shirt. The number 8 there is the vitamin K, Kafusi, and the balding pate there of Matty Guy, tap 2. Incredible, the 16 again, Benny Cross there, out by himself a little bit.
Number 16, he's a bit Harry High, isn't he, HG, Benny Cross?
Well, he does play that way, the European style, the continental style, I think, with his pant. And he has played a lot in other parts, not always in Australia. And I'm not sure about this, Roy.
The Harry High look?
The Harry High look, very continental. For your rugby league players. I mean, I'm not talking about, the teachers in Thailand.
No,
separate group. I mean, I'm talking about your continental rugby league player.
Wow.
And look, this is...
this bonding's just going on too long. Well, they're deliberately... This is letting the Broncos just wait out there a little bit longer than they would like, probably.
I think so. And Roy,
this is Bellamy. This is the first salvo.
Is this Rocket Man?
Oh, that was Sir Peter Costello at the Hornet.
Is that right? The Australian Air Force is about to make a flight past. I think it's lost a lot at night. I think that was the dump and burn manoeuvre that we often see from the Australian Air Force. And I think the entire Air Force is here tonight. That's a bit of it that can fly. I mean, they've got a lot of planes that are seeking helicopter style of the ground. But I think
that bloke looks fit, doesn't he, with the cap there? And very official looking.
Is that their number 10 there, just we saw on screen?
Now, the Storm are deliberately stalling here, HG. This is the first shot across the bow from Bellamy. This is the psychological shot that we were expecting.
Yes.
Keep them out there. Look at them. Now they're shell-shocked. They're shell-shocked. They've lost the game already. Do
you think they're saying, is the bus here? Have we come on the right night? Was it last night?
Did we get it wrong?
Yeah, did we get it wrong? Yeah, that's right. And there's the trophy. Isn't that a magnificent trophy? You almost went to Perth, Roy.
I know, I did go to Perth.
Cronk, the better half. Get it?
Yeah.
Cronk.
Here's Smith leading out his...
what a great season he has. Obviously, one of the great players. Very cool, very Mark Moore-like, I reckon. Cameron Smith, he's got plenty of time to do everything, or seemingly plenty of time to do it. Reminds me a lot of Dale Lewis, too, for the Sydney Swans. Never appeared to be doing anything in a hurry.
Unflustered.
Yeah,
plenty of time.
Always a dummy half there. Often you'll see him come into dummy half when they're going to stack something on.
Yes, that's right.
He lets the others have a go.
He just gives them extra options, doesn't he, HG?
He does. Here they come, the Melbourne Storm! The Victoria's brothers storm in to claim the Holy Grail. What a terrific thing as we see one of the galaxy of stars who will be going on screen now. David Kidwell there, who will be going to Souths next year.
Souths, yes.
Part of the galaxy that's turning out for Souths next year. And obviously Souths fans will be eagerly interested in how he performs tonight here. And there's that terrific run-through. Haven't the run-throughs come on a long way, really?
I love it now, actually. I mean, it just is a welcome addition to the canon of rugby league. You know, and they said that rugby league would never work in Melbourne.
No, we'll have a look at this.
That's what they said. How do they look now?
Those people
How do they look now?
It's incredible. I mean, I suppose when you've got $23 million to spend, though, you can persuade almost anybody of anything. Really.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But look at these
kids
Melbourne folk families that have come to rugby league.
Can I just add another word in there, Roy? Australian families have come up.
Well, can I just say, welcome, cousins, to the family of rugby league.
And now it might be time for the national anthem. I'm not sure who. I hope J.D. Fortune's doing the national anthem tonight. That'd be a terrific treat. Yeah. And I think it might be time for the national anthem. Here it is.
To live his life and find his childhood dream. I've had the good times and the bad, but the biggest break I've had was when I found that girl that thought of only me. Thank you for your smile and the love that's in your eyes. Thank you for the heart that's big and true. Thank you for the many things you are, my love. Let me thank you for just being you.
I love rugby league. What a great reading of the national anthem that was, Roy.
Jade McRae is
Brilliant.
great.
Beautiful.
Loves the rugby league.
I know. Here tonight, turned out grooming. I couldn't fault it, honestly, Roy. The frock, the ensemble, the tone. She read it beautifully. She had people.
Volunteered her services because she loved rugby league.
Can I just say, didn't she show up the paltry performance of In Excess?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't mean to bag them because they're not here, but I would have bagged them if they had been here. And it looks to me as though...
They were just trying a little bit too hard. But that's the thing about Jade McRae. She never tries too hard.
No. She just
stand and deliver. Stand and deliver.
She didn't have to take a shirt off. She didn't have to hold her wrists up. We're underway in the Rugby League! Melbourne Storm get the first ball. Billy Slater back with her. He's knocked over by a lot of Broncos there. Billy Slater underneath that. They try to strip him, but they can't. Here comes now to the Melbourne Storm. The first hit up of the night, and a beautiful hit up there too. I think it might be the tails of Hoffman there with the ball. Out wide it goes, away from the card table here. Looks like the Storm are running towards Parramatta Road, and the Bronx are running towards
First
Homebush
tackle
Bay.
there from Webcare. She expects to kick soon.
Here we go. Kafusi, I think, with the ball now running up.
Forward the tackle.
Look at that, man. And they say people don't like rugby league. I dispute that. I rest my case with that tackle there. Webke set himself for a big one tonight. Away it comes from up.
Shoulder charge there from Webke, missed.
It's Johnson, the little motor man, there. Kick early, kick got away there. Now this will sort out the Brisbane back line. Okay, we have a chance now to set themselves here. Here's the youngest player out there, I think, tonight.
It is.
It's Parry, I think. Yep. Oh, no, it's Boyd. Sorry, Darius Boyd there. Boyd gets up and plays it on to Carmichael Hunt. Carmichael Hunt goes one way, can't get through that wall.
Back slam.
The tails of Hoffman got him, and back it comes now, and away they go again. The Broncos with the ball. They've run out of dummy half. They've found some yards there.
They are finding yards. The little quick men running at the big, slow man. Where's Lockie the smarter?
Here's Sibius Slater. Look at
what
that.
A year for Petero.
No, look at that. Three Stormers to get him.
Very slow to play the ball, though.
Back it comes now. The Broncos winding it up on the outside. Here comes Thorne, and that was a beautiful thump in the kidneys by Kafusi there. That's the way to slow him up. Back it comes to the Bronx now. The Bronx on to Darren Lockyer. They've got tackle counted. Fairly early kick.
Lockier's put it high, got great.
Oh, yes, well done. Beautifully defused there by the tap two. He's knocked over by a lot of Fade and Thorne, and they're all in there on the far side. That was well read by Slater. He took off on the far side. The defence wasn't lined up correctly. He gets the ball, plays it up as well, looking for the runners now onto tap two. Tap two knocked over about 35 metres from the Melbourne Storm line. Third tackle. Fourth coming up now. Away it goes. They're running the ball now. And this is Punks through. Look at this. Big space ahead of him.
Surrender tackle. Surrender tackle's going to be a penalty. It's a blind on the game.
And back it comes now to Cameron Smith, who's got all the time in the world. Over to Hills there.
King.
Scott Hill away. King almost gets on the outside of that runner there, who's Brent Tate. Tate knocked back. Remember, he's a gibbering wreck. Up it goes. Might have been Matty.
A lot of players offside here, HG. They'll have to be careful.
Yes, they take it well.
Beautifully taken by Hodges.
Hodges gets out of one and he gets another knocked back by a lot of players there. Might have hurt himself. I think that was a hard hit. Might have been Charles Hoffman involved. Weight comes onto Thorne. Thorne steadying him up, straightening him up. We've played 2 minutes 40 seconds. Roy, tactics early.
OK, tactics so far, HG, is to run the ball towards the forwards.
Beautifully read by Kidwell there.
Beautifully read by Kidwell.
He's part of the galaxy that's coming to South.
Yep.
How'd you like that? And the rabbits line up.
Indeed, we've seen
Merkel.
small men running at big men has been the tactic so far. And complete your set. No kicking early. We're wrong there. Complete your set.
That's very steady as he goes. Here's Tony Carroll with the ball in the run-up. They're going to have to go now.
There's been no attack yet, HG. It's just been running it.
He's going to run. He's going to run. Oh, no, he did the right thing there. I thought he was going to run from dummy half on the last. That's a beautiful kick. He's turned him right round. That is a wonderful kick there. Look at the defence up there. Can't take it. Yes, he can. That's Tate coming across there to pick up Slater. Slater plays the ball. King almost in trouble there. Recovers well. The Storm have the ball, but the Broncos are really hammering him in early defence here. In the boot part 2, the second prong of a weekend of warfare on 2 fronts.
We saw Cooper Cronk running at Shane Webkin. Got around the bigger man, HG.
He's got a penalty here for the Storm.
Attempted strip from Thorne, was it?
Wouldn't surprise
me. That's Thorny's go ever since he went to rugby union. He was an All Black, and they're up to that all the time. Now holding down.
Yes, they've got to let him up to play the ball. Simpkins is going to blow if he can't get a fast game. Cameron Smith there on to Kafusi. Over on the far side, away from the card table. Back to Cameron Smith at dummy half. Away it runs. No, he held on to it.
No ideas there, HG. Didn't know what to do.
Yeah, they had a couple of runners, but they couldn't work it out. The players weren't close enough to him, I don't reckon. Cameron Smith lines it up, decides to go up the middle. Captain, great season.
Easy yards.
Oh, look at that.
Webkin sitting on his head.
Oh, lovely. Dick in the head. I love it. Back it comes now. Away it comes Kidwell, the Galaxy man. Away to Reg Inglis for the first touch of the night. This guy's as good as King Wally Lewis. It's easy to see why, Roy.
Yes, well, he's got the tune. He's got to have that King Wally tune and pick a couple of fights.
Here's tap two there. Knocked over
didn't go anywhere. Got his date fiddled with. That's rugby league.
I think Thorne's playing very wide here. Up it goes now, a modest kick. Can they get somebody onto that? No, they can't.
Yes, good D.
King takes the win goal.
Good D. That was perfect rugby league. A perfect set there for the Storm. And we're going to have a goal line dropout at this stage. So far, speed tremendous, agility tremendous. The arm wrestle, which this has become, and this is surprising me, you have to say the Melbourne are winning at this stage with their faster, quicker men running at the slower, older men of the Broncos.
And the score, if you've just joined us from coming in, tidying up the boot of the car, it's 0-0. We played 5 minutes.
Can you believe that 0-0?
I can't.
I can't believe that 0-0.
I expected it to be about 12.
I'm not liking 0-0.
No, it's not rugby league that I love. Anyway, here, beautiful.
Big hit there.
White knocked over by the Broncos. Back it goes to Kidwell, the Galaxy man. Away it comes the big forward, Kafusi now. Knocked over with, looks like Tony Carroll around the ankle.
Yes.
Back it comes to Cameron Smith doing a lot of from dummy half. Out wide it goes, and that might be Hoffman there with the ball now. Hoffman gets up and plays the ball back again to Cameron Smith. Back it comes to Hill. Hill walks far wider. He's got the runners on the outside. He can't pick up Kidwell. Yes, he can. They keep it going. It's not down.
Six more.
Tails of Hoffman with the ball lumbering up to the line. He falls over. The Broncos not quite sure what to do here. They possession.
Well, possession is everything in rugby league, HG.
Oh, no. Smith there with the ball. Away it goes to Kafusi. Kafusi takes it wide.
They can hurt you from here.
Very solid team, the Melbourne Broncos at the moment. Smith doing an awful lot of work early on. Away comes to Hill. Hill now on the
Second man plays. Where's Cronk?
Here he goes. He's got Slater. Slater out wide.
Here's a try. Try time coming up, I think, HG, very soon.
Tap. That's the second one.
Numbers out left. Go left.
Away it goes now into the middle on the Cronk. Cronk goes wider to Hill. Hill out the far side. Can they get around him? A bounce down. Oh, he's lost the ball. Broncos come up with it, and off the back, I reckon you're right, Roy. It was a forward pass. Missed by Simpkins, who refuses to blow. Now they've got the ball back.
Well, he's blind. Simpkins is blind.
Oh, well, they hadn't. What are the touchies doing?
Going to say it.
What are the touchies doing out there?
Political correctness gone wrong.
Can I just say, Roy, in his defence, he loves his rugby league.
Of course he loves his rugby league. He's an Aussie. He's an Aussie.
Broncos get it back now. On to Webke. Webke, they're very cautious here for a minute, the Broncos. They've just got to make the yards up the middle. Possession, they've had 3 tackles in this set of 6. This is about a better set from them because they're getting some movement and going forward.
They are.
Maybe off the back of a slightly, pausing Storm defence. No, he's got a 3.
They got them there.
Yeah, they pulled it there.
They pulled it there, okay. Well,
Tony Moon style.
The Storm do like to slow down the play the balls. That's their go. That is their go.
Simpkins wants a fast game, and sadly the Storm are going to find themselves in trouble if they keep doing that.
Yeah.
Scott Hill on screen there is the main culprit. Well, that's a good kick too.
It is a good kick, but the Broncos, I think, HC, being an older team, they're going to want to play the game a little bit slower than this up-tempo pace we're seeing from the Storm at the moment.
Away it comes now. They line up to queue up to get it. Here's Siviacina. Siviacina lumbers into about 15 Stormers there on the 30-metre line. You can see it on screen now. Away from dummy half goes Berrigan, I think. Up comes Thorne now. And...
good support play there. The Broncos are running in 2s and 3s in attack.
Berrigan again. He looks for one. He holds it up. Siviacina gets through. Oh, this is close here. Siviacina great. And there's another Bronco underneath there providing a seat for Siviacina to park the arse on. That's very considerate. That what we call real support play. Berrigan goes one way. Fede on the inside ball. I reckon they would have been better to run that past one more.
Yes, of course they would, HG.
Here's the play. He's going for a chance there. Is he
Held
over?
up.
Oh,
Lost the ball. Strip. Must have been a two-man strip. Penalty. Slater is a cheap little muggle, we know that.
Well, he's got the Hill Fulton medal.
It's a 3-man strip, illegal. Somebody saw it.
Well, he must have felt that. He must have had his hands on the players as they came away because he didn't say it.
Of course he didn't say it. Totally blind.
Slater came. Oh, a very bad mistake there.
It is a bad mistake now. Will the Broncos take the 2 points? Looks as if they are.
Straight in front.
I'd be tempted to
have a go at it.
Get more scoreboard pressure with a try. That would be the temptation. But they're going for the 2 points.
Well, they get the ball back, you see.
Yeah, of course they get the ball back, but up the wrong end. He lost it.
Oh, that was very lucky there. He lost that.
He lost it cold.
That's rugby league. I know, that's the beauty of rugby league. But the trouble is, he can't lose it cold in the middle of a tackle.
Yeah.
Well, according to Simpkins, who's, as we all know, blind.
Yeah. I don't think Lockie will miss this.
Don't you, Roy?
Mind you, Lockie being a true champion might have thought, oh, well, really, we don't deserve a penalty and just miss it.
For old Tom take in it comes. And he gets the ball. There's 2 points. The first score of the afternoon or the evening. Brisbane Broncos 2. Melbourne blocked.
You're here in the dugout for the Festival of the Boot. Weekend of warfare on 2 fronts. Live on Triple J.
They needed a rest, didn't they, Roy? The Broncos, and they got it with that 2 points.
Those bigger, older Broncos. Webke.
Yeah, Siviacina, Thorne, they're all got the Zimmer frames out there tonight. And this could be the problem. Here comes Siviacina back again with the ball. He bounces off a couple of big, burly, storming types. We played 10 minutes. Brisbane have the opening score. And here's Berrigan at dummy half, getting it onto Webke. Working hard, Webke. Of course, the other difficulty is it's very hard to know how quickly the Melbourne Storm would tire after an assault like this. Because let's face it, the Broncos have had the ball for about 5 minutes. There's that grapple tackle I was talking about.
Yes, that's the one you were talking about, HG, and that's Hills up to it. It slows the play down because the player runs out of breath.
That's right. Thede going forward. They couldn't apply the grapple there. They might be able to get a bit of grapple here. Now,
I like to look at Thede. He's the future of rugby. Hodges.
Great run there. God, he runs in that close run to the to the ruck there.
Yes, he does to the ruck there. He takes advantage of slow
run here. They're going to get a kick here. They're going to make about the 100 metres that they need of that kick. It hangs in the air for an enormous amount of time. Here they come.
Oh, great D.
Oh, gee,
Slater. Welcome to rugby league, brother.
Welcome to our final, Sonny Jim. Gee, that's great defence there.
Great defence.
Verging on illegal.
The Broncos on a roll.
Verging on illegal, I would have thought, but nonetheless they
There's nothing illegal in rugby league.
Oh, no, thanks very much, Roy. That's why we love it.
Rugby league.
Shane Webke there, taking him down. They've made this is their 4th tackle, and they're still on the 20-metre line here. Very good defence from the Broncos here. Onto Hill, a tap 2 who decides to run. Out wide it comes, I think, it goes to Inglis.
Here he is, Wally Lewis.
King Wally Lewis. He tries to get up and plays the ball. No, that's a penalty.
No,
they let that play on.
Play on. He was going
the kick.
He was trying to do a Tony Hearn.
Oh, has he made that
It's
any
a great kick.
Yes,
that's a great kick.
No, it can't be 40-20 though.
I don't think it's a 40-20, but it may well.
It's a turnover back where it's kicked from, wasn't it?
No, the centre scrum down, HC, and it should be a Broncos feed.
It will be, but What's he done here?
No, it is a 40-20 by the looks. It is a 40.
Let's have a look here.
He's inside the 40, HG, and it goes inside the 20.
Oh, kicks out on the 20.
On
okay.
the 20, it's a 40-20. It's
Exactly what
Storm in charge. Great kick, Cooper Cronk. And he is the future of rugby league in Melbourne.
He is. He's just got to get onto schools and tour around and let
Born in Melbourne.
Born in Melbourne. Let people see him. I mean, he knows Steve Bracks.
Yes, he does.
He knows Steve Vizard.
Yes, there's Bellamy, born in Melbourne. They're all born in Melbourne.
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Terrific. I mean, that's what $23 million and a couple of students and getting on to teachers.
Oh, you got to watch Cooper Cronk.
Cooper Cronk off the dummy half there. Knows a wily way. Knows the Yarra. Here comes Cameron Smith. Cameron Smith to right. Decides go one way.
Oh, Webke. That's 2 tackles Webke's missed tonight.
They're very close now. They've got 3 to go. Here they come now. They're very close to the try line. You can see it there on screen, just in the middle of the picture there.
Right, Bronx have got to aim up. Got to aim up, Bronx.
Here they come now. Away it goes. Oh, you didn't know what to do.
Showing the ball both ways.
Oh, he gets it away.
Great pass. Great pass.
Melbourne try. I think that's who's gone over there for him. Scott Hill, was it?
No, Scott Hill threw the pass. I think it was the winger, HG, that took it over. Might be Steve Turner.
Oh, that's right. Steve Turner, he's had his head shaved.
The fitter and Turner, who was a Turner. You know what I mean? That's the man. A beautiful story in St Kilda.
4-2 in the boot part 2.
This weekend of warfare on 2 fronts, well, it's just a bit of fun. What I really want to do is sell cars while the boot's on Triple J.
Well, it was just sustained pressure there, and Turner got the first try. If you took him in the TABs, he paid $421 as the first try scored. Terrific result.
Great work from Hill here, who bounced around and threw it around the corner.
Brilliant work there. That is a brilliant try. Turner in about the 10th minute, and up go the Melbourne Storm. And why not? It's 4-2 with a kick to come from far out. And Bellamy there delighted, as the whole Melbourne Storm is. Roy, it was a great try, an exciting try, and it's easy to see why people love their rugby league.
Great try, yes. Good. I mean, Hill is a natural 5'8". I mean, and that skill of going in behind the man and throwing it behind the back, I think it's a great innovation in rugby league. It's changed the nature of rugby league, changed the nature of defence, and axiomatically changed the nature of attack.
Well, what was weird there was, as we see Smith lining up for the kick from wide out, was that Broncos had it all up the other end.
Yes.
They didn't get a try. They took the penalty.
They did.
They got the ball back. No, he's missed that by miles.
They got the ball. Well, the 40-20 killed it. I mean, the 40-20 scored that try.
I know. That's what I was just going to say. They made the mistake of allowing him to kick.
They should have gone for the points.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. Here's the Hill pass again now, as we see in replay.
Too defensive. Yeah, Hill there just gets behind. I think there was a slight amount of shepherding there from King.
And in comes Turner.
Johnny on the spot.
Johnny on the spot.
The fitter and Turner from St Kilda.
He does beautiful table leg, doesn't he?
He does.
Oh, he's terrific. Loves his rugby league.
Loves his rugby league. He's born for rugby league, really.
And we get the restart.
There's Crocker. I mean,
he's not nervous at all, is he?
No.
He's not going to have any finger left by the end of the night if he keeps that up. As we see Scotty Hill on screen now, the man who tried to get...
Scotty Hill, a bit of a hero. You'd have to say a hero. Storm hero so far. Storm hero.
Would you give him the VC tonight, Roy?
Well, you could be talking VC tonight. Wouldn't that be a magic thing to happen to Scott Hill, who, let's face it, not much has happened in his life?
He found rugby league early. Kidwell with the ball, part of the Galaxy of Stars that is going to
He's
South
from Ballarat. He's Ballarat, I think.
Ballarat, yes. He moved down, caught the train down one day, not sure what to do. He's with life and bumped into a Storm player or a Storm fan. I think it might have been Molly Mildred. Back it comes now to Cameron Smith. Cameron Smith away. They bring into the card table side, and now they're running it up the Storm. That might be Kidwell there. Gets out of a tackle. They come, might be Inglis with the ball now. Yes. Inglis trying to go forward. Knocked over by a lot. The Broncos don't look quite sharp, do they, at the moment?
Well, no. Well, the wind's been taken out of their sails a little bit, HG, but don't worry, the Broncos have been there before. They can come back. They'll bounce back.
They're patient, aren't they?
They come from behind, Merchants.
Well, remember against the Dogs, I might have been 18-6.
Yeah, it was. They just love coming from behind.
I know.
They hate leading from the front.
They do. Broncos, they love coming from behind.
Here's Hodges, the action man.
Hodges gets out of one, taken by King there.
The garbage man.
With the Northcote Council.
Yes, that's right. And his father was a garbage man as well. I mean, it's a bit...
Somebody's going to be in trouble there. Might have been Dallas Johnson with a vague attempt, but at least sanity prevailed. Carmichael had a dummy half. Oh, there's that jink.
That Benji Marshall jink that I've seen all day.
I know.
Flag, ball, everyone's doing it.
Everybody's doing it. I see people in, shopping.
In shopping centres doing it.
That's right. Here's Siviacina lumbering up. I tell you what, the two key forwards here may come into their own as the game wears on, but they're looking a bit slow, aren't they?
They are. A bit old. Tide is the future of the Broncos.
And I think the Storm are spreading their second rowers pretty wide in the general run of play. Then goes to Berrigan. Berrigan onto Lockyer. Lockyer kicks.
An up and under, an old-fashioned up and under.
Here they come, the players onto it. Oh, he's lost it.
And that went forward. Did that go forward? It went forward. It's a knock-on. It's a Broncos feed, and they must score in this 6 to stay in the game.
Now,
yes.
Have a look at this again. Do you reckon Slater's having a shocker?
Well, they're targeting Slater, HC.
It's not actually Slater, it's actually Turner.
It was Turner,
the try scorer.
Yeah.
Well, now, do you reckon that went forward?
Yeah, I do.
Because
it went forward. If it touched his hands and dropped in front of his feet, that's forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now here's a chance for the
King
Broncos.
just muddied the issue by getting the ball quickly because King was behind him.
Back at comes.
Okay, Lockie.
Very wide on the
Hodges.
Hodges gets around one. He tries to play the ball.
The Wally Lewis lookalike.
No, wearing the crown. The Emperor of Lang Park. He's here tonight. Back it comes on to Siviacina. Siviacina decides to run but can't go anywhere. Plenty of Storm. Oh, I love that backdoor grope.
Storm are waiting for them to come at them rather than attack the...
Here they go. They're going to find a hole here in a minute.
Yes, they will.
They popped it out. They've got the ball back.
6 more.
Is that 6 more? Back to Thaiday. Thaiday goes forward. Gee, makes a lot of yards close in.
No, there's plenty. It's still third tackle.
Berrigan now. Berrigan out wide.
Second man play. Here we go. Try time.
Oh, what a move. I knew they'd find a hole sooner or later. They dragged their fence across, thinking it was going to go out wide, and then the inside ball to Hodges, who was hit the line at speed, Roy, and the Broncos come up with the first try of the night. It's 6-4.
You're here in the dugout for the Festival of the Boot. Weekend of warfare on 2 fronts. Live on Triple J.
Mistake there and a bomb from Turner, and the Broncos hurt you, Roy.
They do hurt you, HC, but as we might have put that in the call, I thought the Storm was standing back in defence a little too much, and that gave the Broncos a lot more room.
An inside
that just
ball
opened up for them, as you correctly called. Hodges was just too big, too fast, hitting the ball at pace, and the Storm were too much on their heels. Rather than coming up in defence and turning defence into attack, which they've been doing all year. So this surprised me. This is a change we're seeing tonight. Now, that's got to be in their heads.
I tell you what...
They're buggered in their heads at the moment.
Well, what I was going to say was I reckon that bomb, I reckon we're going to see a lot more of that.
We are.
Because I think that they're nervous about the bomb from the Storm back line.
They are.
He's starting to get a bit
especially those young nervous kiddies, those wingers, especially Turner. That young winger hasn't experienced a crowd of this size, an atmosphere like this, and lights like this.
Yes.
So I think Bennett has turned this into a bit of a triumph. Whether it'll work again or not, uncertain.
We're underway again with the kick-off, and the Broncos get the ball back after the restart. It's 8-4, 20 minutes. We're halfway through the first half of the boot part 2.
Yeah, 7-7 with the ball. We're going to see... the Bronx running it up here.
Berrigan on to Webke. They've lifted a bit. They lost that ball.
Webke might have lost
tackle.
that. This will hurt him if it's picked up as a knock-on. Webke is not having a good game. 2 missed tackles and now a knock-on.
Well, I just wonder how they rule that as a knock-on.
Well, he dropped the ball.
He dropped the ball cold.
Yeah.
As you say, in front of his feet.
Yeah, in front of his feet. Yeah, gee, he won't like that either, the hero.
Do you know what? I could see him stop liking rugby league.
Yeah, well, you can go off rugby league once rugby league starts to hurt you. Yeah. But the thing is about rugby league, HC, you don't leave it leaves you.
Yeah, that's true. I think Benny Cross is out there. Harry High Pant there packing into the scrum. Wade comes on. Now the Storm have a great chance here to really do some damage. They're bottled over there. That surging defence coming across. I think Webke will be on his game from now on, and he doesn't want to make a go out of goose in his last match. It's bad for a war horse to go out of goose.
Oh, big hit there.
Jeepers creepers. Somebody had to go at him there.
Well, that was Webke having
and
to go.
This is Harry High Pant out there. Benny Cross. Back it goes away. It goes looking for a
Oh, too easy. Too easy. It was only Friday at the end. Yes.
Now they're very close here. They've got to be on their game here. Back it goes out wide. They picked out a runner.
Second man play,
Slater the weak link, I reckon, tonight. Blake here on the tackle, Simeosuna, but they've gained about 10 metres. The Broncos in defence. Cameron Smith from dummy half. Now he's got to come away to turn.
Nowhere to go.
Dallas Johnson here with the ball knocked over.
Nowhere to go. Yeah, well, they're offering too much opportunity at the money end of the game here, HG.
Fifth
the money
tackle.
This
is good defence from the Broncos. Out wide it goes. No, it's knock on. And they get the ball. That must be a turnover.
It will be a turnover for sure. I mean, you can blow up, fella.
I read about it in the paper, Galaxy. And
now what's happening here? We're going to start this again. They were trying to get off too quickly. Is he going to have a word to someone? It's a handover. Let's play rugby league.
Let's just get on with it. Now, this is Stagg with the ball.
Oh, gee, knees in the back. That's not a good look.
Stagg there gets up. Groggy onto Berrigan. They're not well set up, the Broncos here, but they're trying to run it out. They're going to have to go to the boot in a minute. Back here comes Carmichael Hunt. He got involved. That's great defence.
Their defence around the ruck is exceptional.
That's great defence. That lateral defence is fantastic.
Well, it's stopping them from getting those quick yards, the small men getting the quick yards at the ruck there.
They were earlier, though.
Yes, they were.
They were very slack in there, and they found a spot.
Good on you, Shane. Thanks for coming, mate.
Back on a Thaiday. Thaiday Bard finds a hole and barges through. That's the fifth tackle now. They're going to have to go to the boot here.
Where's Lockie?
Lockie decides, runs from dummy half. That's a good kick.
Yep, that's a get out of here.
Kick. Yep. Back to Slater. Slater
he
now.
He can be dangerous in this circumstance.
And he goes straight through.
He is dangerous in this circumstance.
This could be a try.
I think we're going to try here if he can get the ball on the inside. There's plenty of room over to the left. Did the wise thing.
Went to ground there. That's two tackles. King running up now with the ball. Gets it away. Knocked over there. Gee, they're making very easy yards here.
They are. They're at 6s and 7s in defence.
Tails of Hoffman.
Hit up the bum. Good start.
Smith out wide. Where's Inglis now? Where's the Wally Lewis? He hadn't got it. That's good defence there from the Broncos. Bottling up. Oh, he's having a go there. Tap two. And he goes Cameron Smith. Cameron Smith, they're in. Gee, it's a lot of yards coming.
They have.
Oh, he's got it away. Has they got it?
Try time.
No,
he's lost the ball. He's thrown up.
No,
I think that ball might have gone forward. It looked forward to me. No, we haven't seen it that way. Remember, the referee's blind.
Back it goes now. Away it comes out wide. It's almost an intercept on there. They've got around one. Cooper Cronk taking the ground. One more tackle to go in this set of 6. They've got to complete. They've got to go wide.
Ball up. Where's Hill? Where's Hill? Not going to Hill.
Corner. I think they're going to be able to defuse this. Yes, they are.
Okay, they'll get the ball back, though, from the goal line dropout. What great rugby league we're seeing.
Oh, it's amazing standard.
We are seeing great rugby. This is a run from Slater. He just went right between them. Right between them.
Tate.
It was Tate. He stood up.
Can I just say, no one's talking Tate.
No one is talking Tate. No, you did right.
There from Carmichael Hunt.
Tate won't like that because he puts a lot of store and pride in his defence.
But Phil Jauncey didn't.
Didn't talk to defence. Just talked to tack.
Just talked to tack.
Yep.
So they're going to have to really work hard. They get another 6, the Melbourne Storm.
Yep.
8-4.
And Lockie's taking a lot of time here, just letting the bigger blowers have a bit of a blow. As you'd expect. I mean, that's professional.
Yes.
I hope they've stopped the clock. They haven't stopped the clock. They should have done.
Here's Thorne breathing hard.
Great drop out. 50, 55 metres.
And they'll run and they'll meet him at about the 35-metre mark. And it's a good hit there on Harry Highpants.
Walking in backwards. I like that.
Harry Highpants and plenty of people there having a go at the pants. Benny Cross there bouncing forward. Here comes another. Who's that? Who's that? Vitamin K.
Vitamin K, yes.
Oh, I don't think it is. I think it might be Blair, actually. Blair's out there for a run. Here they go out wide. King gets the ball. King taken by
Tate was there that time, though.
Lockie here underneath it. They needed him there. Cameron Smith coming wide now. Poor pass really for Hill.
Too slow.
Hill on to Cronk. Can Cronk do something here? Cut out pass to Inglis. Inglis goes one way, goes the other way. It looks as though he's about 10 metres and they've got 4 tackles to play. Here they come. He's knocked the ball.
He's not knocked the ball on, I think.
Oh, that's tap 2 too.
I tell you what, today is not the night for your older players. The players making the mistakes of those whose fairy tale it's meant to be.
I know.
Rugby league can be a harsh mistress.
It is.
We've said this.
What does that mean, Roy?
I don't know. But I think we saw it there.
Right. You know, I always think of a mistress as somebody who's fairly compliant. You know, somebody you sort of turn up with.
That's what you want.
4 o'clock.
Well, no, you can't. You can't. You can't with rugby league. You can't tell rugby league what to do.
No, true.
Rugby league wasn't like that.
Right. Yeah.
Rugby league tells you what to do.
I think this is Carlo.
The rugby league rolls the dice of life.
Beautifully put. Tate from dummy half now trying to make up for a mistake. I think we got Carlo out there for Webkey.
There's Friday. The look at rugby league in the future.
Back it comes now, and this is Stagg with the ball. Stagg running the ball very conservatively here. They're making good yards, though. They're up over the 30. Up it comes now for another run at them. They're over the 40 now. This is a good set of 6. Webkey having a breather.
Face of rugby league as it was.
That's right, as it used to be. A kick there from Berrigan. Berrigan's found a bit of space, though. He's turned him around, and he can come to the defence now.
Right, D, get up there, D.
Oh, nowhere to go there. Who's that? Turner with the ball now. Back it comes. He plays the ball back to Slater. Slater looks for some way to get through, but he can't. And that's 2 or 3 now. What's it
He
got?
might have been offside. I think Tony Carroll didn't come out, didn't retire. Well, that is unprofessional. That is unprofessional, Tony Carroll. Again, a senior citizen of the game.
True.
Oh, rugby
There's
league's
a
a
kick.
harsh mistress.
Cruel.
Harsh.
Is it sort of like a hit with a cold spoon, Roy?
It is.
From time
She'll
to time.
tell you to do things you don't want to do.
Here comes Ben Cross, Harry High Pant.
Oh,
Yeah,
take it
great
back.
defence.
It's not a night for the high pant look.
No. They'll hurt you, that high pant look. They'll have your voice up there, way up there. Oh, he got through. Did he get through? Was he able to pick up? Yes, he was. Oh, that's good play there from the Melbourne Storm. But a great attempted hit there, I think, from Perry.
It was.
Perry's had a quiet night.
On Cronk, 7 on 7.
So lovely work. Back to Cameron Smith. Cameron Smith out wide, looking for a run. It's almost a forward pass there. Oh, looks to get it away.
Yes,
They
no
love
one there,
passing.
though. They do.
They love passing
That's
in a
that
tackle.
Bellamy
Sending
touch.
it- Bellamy polish. Wait. Oh, easy yards there. Almost a run. He's looking to go now. Where are they up to? The 4th tackle. That was very bad there from the Broncos. They let him run in that position there. King has to come wide, though.
Okay.
On to Smith. Smith standing
Very
still
slow
over
to
to
get the
Hill.
ball out.
Hill out wider. Oh,
Thrown
it's
to
not a
no
great
one.
pass. He gets it back to Inglis. Inglis is almost there. Can he get any further? No, he can't. He's snuck
Take it
out
into touch.
Now,
Wow,
Good defence
rugby
there.
league. You saw the best of it there. Quick hands, bravery, great respect, great defence, and a little bit of stupidity thrown into the mix.
would that be like a Plugs Plateau in World War I, Roy?
It is.
Kokoda.
That was a Plugs Plateau moment.
And so what do we have? A scrum feed on
Yeah,
scrum set
free.
down on the 20.
Broncos defeat the scrum.
Uh-huh. I reckon there was a mistake in there, and I think tap
Yeah, it was.
2 was
Yeah,
the culprit.
He was.
He didn't take the ball cleanly in. He didn't get good possession. Anyway, read about it in the papers tomorrow. I think Roy Masters doing a think piece
It is.
on the mistakes.
Storm unwilling to pack into the scrum, so they come out early in defence. They've got to stop this.
Yes, it's
You
a-
must
a
pack
blight
into
on
the
it.
scrum.
A blight on the game.
Blood on the game.
But Simpkins, who's blind, won't see it. Back
Won't
it
see
goes
it.
now on to, I think that's
it Thorne running the ball up?
Thorne with the ball. And here comes Webkey back
on. He's got experience, Webkey.
Back they go now. We've played 28 minutes. Bridgman is still in front. Remember, 8-4.
Yes.
He's had a bit of a chat with the coach.
Yep.
Settled him down. Got Phil Jauncey on the line.
Yep.
What am I doing wrong, Phil?
But you have to say at this stage, HC, that the Storm look a lot stronger than the Broncos.
Well,
the Broncos are just hanging in there, it feels to me.
Yeah, I reckon you're right. But remember his title, though, that
Yes.
You may look in 5 minutes' time the other way round.
Yes.
Okay, Lockyer. They're relying on Lockier's kicks a lot.
Well, I've
and
always
that's-
relied on Lockie as
That's
a
a
kicker.
great kick. Good kicking game.
Yeah.
He's turning them around. They're giving the ball to Turner. Turner decides to run on his far...
Who tackled himself there? I mean, that shouldn't be allowable either.
No, send off for mine. Back to Tap 2. Tap 2 gets a bit of a run up. He knocked over there. Wouldn't it be great to see Tap 1
Yeah, we
on
don't.
Tap 2?
Let's look at rugby league,
Yeah,
please.
go on, get out of the road, you idiot.
Thank you.
Back it comes now. A bit of a... Here's the Galaxy man probing forward. Down he goes to going for the head there because they know that he'll go for the head if the opposition was right.
Dead right.
Here's the 4th tackle now. Can't quite see which Storm player. Might be Inglis there with
It
the
is
ball.
Inglis, I think I
in the
see.
middle of that. So that's
Big
4.
man.
Now they're going to have to kick soon. They're kicking on this tackle there. Great kick. Probing kick. Plenty of distance in that. Putting it up
Let
from
it
the
run
state.
dead. Let it run dead.
Yeah, that's all right.
The way to do it. Okay,
Yeah.
come back to the 20. Broncos get a set of 6.
And
but you'd have to say that young Cronk was playing well. That's true.
Well, Cronk...
I think Cronk's been playing very well.
Hey, can you spot a Fulton Hill medal winner?
At this stage, you'd have to say it's a toss-up between Tap 2 and Webkey.
Right, there's a choice. We'll leave that with the panel of experts. Now we played 30 minutes, 8-4, and the Broncos roll forward. They're like a bit of a Kenworth truck at the moment without, maybe missing a couple of spark plugs.
And not much petrol in the tank.
They're just rolling forward. Tate made a big mistake earlier. He's trying to make up for it now. Again, the head gets ripped off in that tackle. Beautiful tackle from Harry High Pant, Benny Cross. Way goes to Webkey.
Throw the ball, Webkey. That's a surprise.
Look, here
Shocked
they go.
me. It shocked the Storm.
Bumped right out. He tried to have his head pulled off. Now, this is one of the bench players, Corey Parker, on. Back on for Stagg. Stagg goes in on the inside ball. They're still running on the inside ball there, and I think he's lost
Oh,
it.
no, you don't push a pass like that
He's
in a
forward.
grand final.
I reckon that's forward.
An idiot.
He's ruled that forward.
Yes.
Big mistake.
Big mistake. Who was involved? Hodges?
No, Hodges was the person scrabbling around for the ball on the ground. I think it was one of the big blocks.
That's really stupid
They were
play.
going well, too.
They
Look at
were.
this.
Well,
Bumped up
mounting
there.
pressure.
There, now 14 now, so the next play here.
Number one.
No, it's...
Number one tried to get it was Hodges.
Oh, no.
What a dickhead.
And Hill, Fulton...
Could cost him the match, that.
I know. Here we go, on to Hill. Hill running up wide now, picks up with, I think that's, let's see, Dallas Johnson. Sylvia's seen her off for a well-earned rest.
Yes.
Back it comes now.
Oh, they're running fast, they're
Storm,
running
the
quickly.
Galaxy, yes, that's
The
right.
Storm are the stronger team by far here, HG. They've
I
just
know.
got to get some scoreboard pressure.
Cameron Smith now, dummy half, away it goes. Now back into, I think that's Benny Cross, still out there, Harry High Pant. And he gets a beautiful shot there of a bum on head. Terrific ploy. Out wide it goes. Slater now with the ball. He's kicked it on the tackle. They've got to turn it round. Beautifully
done well.
diffused. Run in.
Done well.
Goal line dropout, is it? Oh,
No. Did 10-metre mark there, HG. But Slater, that was creative.
Hodges now has to do something. And don't
Hodges will do something. He always busts the first tackle, as long as he doesn't do anything stupid like he did last time.
Settle it down now. Away
Run
comes
around
again.
move. We haven't seen the run around since 1989.
No, that's true. Wasn't it beautifully
Was
executed?
it good to
that
see?
night?
Oh,
Yes, fantastic.
the memories came back. Brett Kenny.
Jeremy Smith's out there. Up it comes now. Who's this with the ball? It's the 5. Who's
Carmichael Hunt.
Back it
Might be
goes
his
to
first touch
Tate.
of the night.
Tate. Oh.
Surrender
Tate.
tackle. Send him
I
off.
blame the
Send him off.
footwear. I
Send him
blame
off.
the footwear, and I blame Schools.
Schools.
I don't think that's out. You should coach that out of him. Lockyer on a kick there. He saw something.
He saw
and
something.
he's found it. He's turned him around. God, that's an amazing kick. Will it
No,
stay in
it's
the
going to
field
go
of
in.
play?
Oh, it
I
did
know.
stay in the field of play.
Here
What
they're
a
gonna try
kick.
to- That was brilliant. Here they come, the Broncos. Up they come now. They could have
Great
put more
D.
pressure.
Oh, what a kick. Kick of the night. And who was there? Webke.
Yeah, Webke ran all the way up there to be part of that reception committee. Great tackle. Yes, that Thorne, what an arm. He couldn't get through that arm with a bulldozer. Back it goes to Tap 2. Tap 2 not having his best night tonight. This is better from the Broncos
It is
here.
much better from the Broncos. They've lifted. They've lifted, H.G. Nelson.
We played 33 minutes in the greatest game of rugby league either Roy and myself have seen in 20 years. The score, if you've just joined us, 8-4, as we see Tap 2 running it out of defence there, making a gain of about 10 metres. This is the 5th tackle. They're not in the half. They're going to have to go to the air here. Cameron Smith decides to kick. A bit of a lacklustre kick because he picks straight out.
Straight out. Here's Hodges.
Here he comes. Hodges gets around one.
Oh,
Good
he didn't
tackle
beat
there.
King.
King. Good tackle there from
The
King.
garbage man from Turak.
As he moved, as he was with Northcote earlier in the night. Maybe he's got a contract with Turak waiting for him in the morning. It comes now. Oh, there's a
The
shell
bins
shot.
he's seen, he said to me, HG.
The bins.
The bins I've seen. You wouldn't believe some of the rubbish.
He's going to write a book about it. My bins. I think it's going to be Ghosted by
Stuff
My
I've
Shoes.
looked at in bins. That's the
And it
book.
comes in. Webke! He's got
Oh,
the
he
ball
threw the
again.
ball away.
Oh, they kept it going. Oh, they've really lifted. Obviously, Webke's the coaches had a word to Webke.
To
Start
be the
passing the ball.
playmaker. Be the
I know, it's just
playmaker.
unbelievable. It'll be a dummy arm.
First time he's ever done it since the under-14s.
There it goes on to Carlaw now.
Tony Carroll.
looking for runners, decides to take one himself.
Well,
now
he had
this
his
will
head
be-
ripped off there, HG. There's that grapple tackle again. I don't like it.
I'll tell you what, this will be an interesting move here. They've got it. They're going to find Lockyer. He's
Lockyer.
going one's way. Oh, he's going to get caught with the ball. No, he's not. He's gonna
Lockie's
pass.
still moving the ball.
Here they go.
Oh, here they go.
They run with the ball on the final tackle. How wide it goes. They've got a chance. Tate.
Oh,
he's
he did
down.
nothing. He just knocked on. He just knocked on, essentially handed the ball out to him. I mean, Tate, sometimes Tate's just ordinary, isn't he?
He certainly is. Now, that was a bad mistake there.
He's an
because he is-
old foot soldier of rugby league.
He is. There he is on screen now. An old foot soldier of rugby league with a red neck and a cut ear.
He's got a cut ear.
I know.
How would you get a cut ear at this level?
I don't know.
How would that happen?
Well, a
Unless you
bayonet.
did it yourself. Surrender tackle.
A bayonet in the ear, Roy. Somebody got Granddad's bayonet out of the cupboard. And there was a kick early on the tackle count.
Oh, that's a good. Oh, no. Oh, that's a great
That's
kick.
right. Not, what's that, a restart?
Well, you don't want to go. It's just not another 40-20, is it? Mike, crikey, I've never seen two 40-20s. It's going
In
to
the
be
first
I
half.
think it's a Broncos feed, HG. No, it's just... It's all right.
Gee, the
It's a
bench
regular kick.
The bench looks fairly relaxed there,
They
especially
do
that guy.
Thorne. He's telling stories to the younger kids.
I know. That's,
What was it like being an All Black? Well, he's letting them know.
that's Hannett there on the he's a fruit and veg man.
He
I know
is.
that for a fact. Fruit
I
and
know
veg.
he is. I know he is.
He's
Why
been
would
up-
you lie about something like that? Well, you wouldn't.
You couldn't make that up, Roy.
I know.
He works in the fruit and veggies.
I know he
bananas.
does. I know he does.
Here we go again.
He's
then.
outraged by the price of bananas. I know he is.
Everybody is. Oh, he's got out of one. That's Carmichael Hunt. He's got out of two.
Toying
Put
with
him
him.
down. That's fantastic there from
Great
Carmichael
run.
Hunt.
A run like that can lift your team.
Oh, it can. The Broncos have listed here.
Yep.
But a Webkey passing. That's
Just
been the
worries
big
we
change.
haven't Tate involved. I mean,
I
he
know.
does
I think Tate should sit down for a while and
He's
have a good hard look at
foot
himself.
soldier. He should sit down, just roll a cigarette and forget life.
Yes, and maybe have a beer. Back it goes now up the middle there. They're
tell
busting
you
him
what,
up the middle. I
these-
tell you what, that's Dane Carlaw
I
making
tell you
a
what,
few
these
yards.
Storm are moving up very quickly indeed.
Well, they are. They look a
A
bit
little too quickly for
Here's
mine.
Webkey.
The playmaker.
Oh, that's fantastic. Rolled right over a Storm player there. They're making good yards.
Yes.
Oh, no, what
They fiddled with him. They fiddled with him when he was down because they knew he was the playmaker. Thorne doesn't understand it, nor do I. But that's rugby league. Sometimes it's a cruel and harsh
Here they go.
mistress.
Let's have a look at this. Who's this chap two?
Let's see. See, he lifted his leg.
Jeremy Smith.
You can't do that to an old bloke like Webkey.
No, they got a touch here.
They
got
can
a
hurt you from here.
Oh, restart here from about 25 metres
With
out.
5 minutes out, HG. 4 minutes out, a try here.
now would
Could
be
kill him.
Oh, no, could kill him. He could send him home on the bus tonight. Very, very unhappy. But still, there's plenty of time. We played 37 minutes of the first half of the boot part two. Short pass there. Not enough room for Carlaw to run onto it for mine. They're queuing up to
They're
get
queuing
involved
up.
here.
Everyone wants it.
Berrigan away.
Everyone wants a
now.
try. Everyone wants a try.
Lockyer knocked over about 8 metres out. You can see the try line there. Here they come. They're going
Side-A. Oh, held up. Play the
Good
ball. Play the
defence.
ball. Good, great D. It's just
Oh,
a
right.
mountain of storm.
Penalty for holding the player down. He goes the other way. Have they got enough room there? Now, out wide.
Oh,
Here,
quick
that is-
hands.
Tate goes one way. Can he make it? No, he can't.
No, he
That's
can't.
the fourth tackle line. They've got two more plays here.
Turak garbageman
No, they
might
haven't
have
put-
stripped him of the ball, I think.
What's happened here?
Knock on. Tate again. Tate again has cost his club a try-scoring opportunity.
Oh, and he's got that ear almost
Well, it looks
ripped
like
off.
someone's
Let's have a
pulled
look
his
at
ear
this
off.
on replay. There,
Now-
he's got that okay.
Yeah.
Goes into the tackle.
And then just lets the ball... No. Yeah, he knocked on. He lost control of the ball. He knocked on, H.G. Nelson. He knocked on. He knocked on.
Just over enthusiastic there.
He
and
knocked
that-
on. The bloke with the bloody knee knocked on.
Well, that's
The bloke they call Tate. He knocked on.
Well, you know, he
Face
modelled-
the facts, Tate. You knocked on.
you know, he's modelled his work on Van Gogh.
I know he has.
He reckons
I know
that he
he
won't be happy until the ear comes off
Yeah.
completely, like Van Gogh.
You say, how's it look? Well, it looks great.
Yeah, it's not quite the Crimea War look
No,
compared
but it
to your
looks
last
great.
plate.
Looks
It does
great. You're looking good. People are loving it.
Looking good, Tate.
People are loving your rugby league, man.
And so the Storm have a big let-off here.
They have.
The Broncos should have scored there. Inglis coming in at dummy half. Inglis, how would you say his game's been tonight? That's a really hard
that's
work
a scary tackle.
He's in trouble there.
Oh, his knee. That puts pressure on your knee, doesn't it, HG?
It certainly does. Back it
Yep.
comes when you've got Webkey and
Yep.
Fade and
But they'll
he's-
sort out your knee. I mean, that's the first thing the players are interested in when they tackle someone. Is how good is his knee?
Yeah, well, I think they found out how good his knee was. It doesn't stand that sort of pressure.
Yeah.
Back it comes out wide. They're looking to run.
Oh, big hit there from
Oh,
Carroll.
that's
Oh, Carroll.
Carroll
Gets a
can
tap on
really
the back
hammer.
from his colleague.
Really hammering there from
Oh,
Carroll.
another big
hit
tackle.
from
Who was
Lockyer.
that?
Lockyer on top, and the guy underneath looks to me as though it was Parker.
Yeah.
Parker, but the Storm are still surging forward. That's the fifth tackle
They
now.
are, but
They've
these hits are slowing them down, though, HG.
We'll slow them right
Give a
down.
clunk.
They've had to go to the air,
Yeah.
and the kick is not particularly well. It's a good
It's
one.
a
to turn
good
them
kick,
round.
HG. It's
Turn
a
them
good
round.
kick.
Here comes
Here's
Carmichael
Hodges.
Hunt.
Can he get out of there? Hodges.
Yes, he can easily.
Easily.
That's
He beat
very
the
bad
old man.
defence. Oh, very bad defence from the Storm there. They should have
Well, he's
nailed him
elusive. He's elusive.
in goal area. That was a great run there.
Nobody
They're all-
wants the ball. Everyone's tired. Tate, don't give it to bloody Tate, for God's sake.
They will lose the air. We're coming up to half time.
Oh, they're all buggered. They're out on their feet.
Give me that term again.
They're
Will.
out on their feet.
Right, that's very good. Tate's the only one going forward, is he? Oh, no, the Stag, rather. What did I have?
Stag.
Come on, got him confused with Tate. Must be the haircut or the buttocks.
Jeremy Smith's out there for the Storm, too.
Here's Thade.
Thade just missed a head. It's right.
Back it comes now into dummy half. Gee, they hang on to him. The Storm are going to pay for this, holding them down. Back it comes.
Well, if the referee opens his eyes...
Well, he won't open his eyes, Roy.
Why would he?
Broncos
No
have
point.
Broncos have lifted here. Lockie on the kick there. Can he make that work in the final minutes of this thing? Can he get a runner up there and help him out? Here comes, who's this? Slater. Slater goes one way. Slater on the other side. He's knocked into touch, I think.
Touch.
Yes, he's
Yes,
into
taken
touch.
into touch. He's disputing it. He's saying, bullshit, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Bullshit. You were intact, fella!
Read about it in the papers. Have a look at it on your replay, on your highlights. Let's have a look here. That's great defence there. Let's have a look here on the rollover. He's miles in the touch, isn't he?
Well, now he is.
Yeah.
Now he's in touch. That's in touch.
Yeah, I'd have to say that's in touch.
That's in touch. That's in touch. Look at that.
He made sure of it. The stand, I think that is there.
So the Broncos are going to have one more try at this. They mightn't get a full set, actually. They might only get 1 or 2 tackles, so they might kick very early.
Well, that's what the Storm will probably be anticipating.
Well, the Storm are trying to slow things down, as you expect.
Slowing things down. Here
very
we go.
Professional.
Here comes the feed. The feed comes out. They got plenty of runners on the far side. Hodges involved. Got much. There it is.
There it is. They should have kicked immediately.
Yeah. Well, what a half. We'll take this short break and come back and wrap up the first half of the Boot Part 2 on Triple J.
Your old mate General Frosty here. I love cars, love rooting, and I love football. And I do them all while the Boot's on Triple J.
Goldie, St George and Kangaroo great Graham Changalanglands and old firm partner Billy Smith have retired to the Scarden Bowls Club of Tranquility. A spokesman for the club said Changa was having a whale of a time with so many residents remembering him. First graders, the time is ripe. Come and enjoy your sunset years. You've earned it. Contact www.lordted.au.
Yes, the first half. What a great half. It started off with a penalty to Lockyer, who'd scored at 2-0, right in front of the sticks, no problem there. And then Turner got a magnificent try off a hill pass. 10 minutes later, it was from a Broncos mistake that caused the attacking position for the Melbourne Storm. 2-4, unconverted. Failure for Cameron Smith between boot, brain and ball. And then Hodges got a try for the Broncos about the 20-minute mark after a bomb mistake. Turner caught up badly under the bomb. 6-4 converted. 8-4 at half-time. Roy, how'd you see it?
Well, we're seeing a great classic game of rugby league here, actually. We really are. We're really privileged to see this. I encourage all Australians to stay with it, because you're witnessing magic here in the greatest game of all. The Broncos, I think, have been magnificent tonight. Their defence has stung, but it's taken it out of the forwards as well. And it's robbed them a little of their attacking opportunity because they're putting so much into the defence. The Storm, on the other hand, I think they'd be a little bit disappointed they didn't have more points on the board. Because their attack has had more sparkle than the Broncos, and yet they've had more attacking opportunities. They've spent more time in the red zone, as you'd call it, of the Broncos, but they haven't converted that into points. So we're seeing a great game of rugby league. There's going to be a lot of points scored in the second half because these sides are exhausted almost already, both of them.
Roy, two things your comments on. On the right-hand side for the Melbourne Storm, I think they should have scored more points on that side, the English side.
Yes.
They had plenty of chances there, and they've stuffed them about. Yep. On the other hand, Webke had a shocker in the middle period. He spoke to the coach and came back and started passing the ball.
Yes, which you don't expect from Shane Webke.
And that changed it for the Broncos.
Yeah, so it was an element of surprise that Bennett has been holding back for 15 years.
Join us to see another 20 years go by in the second half of the Boot Part 2, the weekend of warfare on two fronts. That's on Triple J.
There it is, warfare and football freaks. Another top-shelf, bullseye-hitting, bunker-busting, jaw-dropping half of football from great, fit Australian car-driving role models live on Triple J. Take a break, families, and load up on whatever turns you on, and be prepared to pack down in a few minutes' time for a second burst of a weekend of warfare on two fronts. And now, a word from our gold sponsor, General Francis Frosty LaHood.
Oh, I love a quickie. And if you drive real fast, you could be back home with a new car for the second half. No bullshit. It's true.
Yes, and welcome back to Stadium Australia. Shane Webke walks out of the tunnel of Tiff for the final time in a glorious career. We've got his big back in front of us now as we follow him out onto the Telstra Stadium. The Broncos at the moment 4 points in front of the Melbourne Storm. 4 points to 8. At halftime, you heard You Am I playing at the Falls Festival in 2006. Kathy's Clown. OK, Go. Here it goes again from Oh No. And finally, The Rapture and Pieces of the People We Love. That was the halftime entertainment here at Telstra Stadium. And here come the Melbourne Storm.
With the kids.
With the kids, out of the dugout, into the tunnel of Tiff. Cameron Smith, who's done a power of work already tonight. Roy, just in the leading up to the second half, the Melbourne Storm had the ball. The Broncos really belted them in the tackles on that final set of six.
A lot of sting, a lot of sting, a lot of passion going into the tackles. I mean, that's the beauty of rugby league, that it does allow players to express themselves physically. And, you know, the harder you hit, the more you love it, really. The more you love your rugby league. And the harder you hit someone, you're really telling them you respect them.
No, I agree.
We're seeing an enormous amount of respect, and you know the coach has been talking respect all week, and I've appreciated that because I knew what it meant. It was going to translate into enormous brutality on the night. That's what respect means in rugby league. And look at that face. I mean, that is the profile. That's the profile of rugby league.
What a great profile it has in Australia at the moment. Yeah. I tell you what, I'll never forget seeing a video of you once, Roy.
Yes.
Knocked out.
Yes.
Scoring a try.
That's right.
Off about 10-metre run.
Yes.
Hit all the way.
I was clinically dead at the point that I scored the try.
And when you came to in the hospital 2 weeks later, your first words were, "I love rugby league."
That's right. I love rugby league. I know that's fact.
Yeah, fact.
You wouldn't make up something like that. Why would you?
You know, need. Underway in the second half now. We love rugby league. Beautiful shot there. Wow, that's spacey, that shot. Back now to conventional reality here. I think this is Dane Carlaw. Dane Carlaw getting the ball out there away first.
Carroll just ducked under a head high.
Yeah, big shot there. He went underneath.
From the Harry High pant.
Berrigan at dummy half. On to Webke. Webke finding a way through there. No, not quite on.
No nonsense.
Look at that, still going. It took 12 of them to knock him over. Back to Berrigan again at dummy half. Dummy half onto Thayday. Thayday out there for Sivia Centre. They're obviously saving Sivia Centre for a bit of fireworks towards the end. Yeah. And again, Berrigan running from dummy half. Onto Lockyer. Out wide. Carroll running wide.
Himself.
Injecting, chiming in and injecting at the same time. It'll go to the air now. Good kick through their defence there. Runs it into the in-goal area. They have to do something here, and it looks like tap 2 out there. Picks up the ball. Look how many Broncos are up there. Good D.
Yeah, great D. And who was there? Webke was there.
Back it goes now to the King Wally Lewis.
Who's
there.
Done nothing.
Well, he's been well held.
Well, they've kept him quiet.
On to Slater. Slater. There he goes on the wayside. He could see there was no defence over that side.
Cheeky run from the little quick man.
Dummy half. Back it goes to the Galaxy man. Oh, it comes now to, I think it's Harry Highpant, Benny Cross out there. Still out there. Knocked down, held down. They're slowing the play, the ball up. They don't want to give them too much room. No. They're up to their 5th tackle now. Right in the middle there. He tries to get through. That might be Smith with the ball.
Jeremy Smith. The King of Essendon, they call him.
In there for Crocker. And so he had to go for the kick. The King of Essendon. Does he know Kevin Sheedy?
Yes, he does.
Right. Here it comes. Justin Hodges picks up the ball on his own line, finds a way, runs at Inglis, and takes the tackle. He's knocked over there, turtled. Back it comes now to the Bronx. The Bronx come inland. Can they find a way through?
The Bronx HG.
Here Berrigan got the ball. He will look to unload, but he's snuffed out by Harry Highpant going late and high.
Well, that's the Highpant go.
There it is. It's
they're directing a lot of traffic at Harry Highpant because he was too slow to get back.
They picked out a free here, a penalty, should I say.
Yeah.
Kidwell looks to be the offending.
Well, that's the camera telling you it's Kidwell, but it was Harry High for mine.
Well, it's Harry High, was it? For being Harry High or for doing something stupid?
For being late and slow to get back in D.
I think he was worried about that a couple of tackles earlier and decided to ping him if they kept doing it. And he has. Now the Bronx have got a chance to go on the scoreboard here again.
Pointing. Benny Elias style.
Back a deep pass there. On to Thayday. Thayday knocked over by a reception committee. They've straightened this attack up. They're still wrestling with him. They turtle him, obviously. Gee, they put a lot of work. I don't know where
they slow him down.
Well, I don't know where they call him that, but they're beautiful ball away. They've got the ball away. It's hands. Great hands. Unfortunately, the last pass wasn't that good, but that's the second tackle. They got 3 more to go.
Tate's pointing. Will he come this way?
Carroll's in trouble. Carroll's out of it for the rest of the game.
His game is over. His game is over.
Yeah, he's done a knee, I'd say.
I'd say his knee and cruciate ligament.
Yeah, this is trouble. They'll have to stop this.
And busted scrotum.
It looks as though the ribs are gone as well,
and
where the pressure is.
Busted ribs, busted shoulder, busted sternum.
What a sad way to end. Looks like the knee.
I hate seeing this. I mean, rugby league can be cruel. Rugby league can let you down.
Let's have a look at it here. It might be just fairly innocent. There it is there. He just lands on it shockingly. Doesn't show us much. But he might have mistimed the pass. But then again...
But he did the right thing. You know, if he was going to lose a knee, he was going to lose it passing the ball and advancing the position of the Broncos.
Yes, he might be all right.
He's a hard man, Tony Carroll.
Well, indeed. No, he can't.
Oh,
he
his
can't.
right knee is not good.
He's got to come off.
Oh, no, he's got to come off. He'd be letting his mates down. There's Petro. He wants to get out there.
And the Thorn as well, having a nice spit as well. Oh, well, look at Webke. He's going to play the got to restart, I suppose.
Restart. Yeah.
Away comes now out wide. They've found some space out there. They've got Lockie run here. They run. They're going to lay off him. Here comes the inside ball. Can he get it through? There's a big shoulder charge in there from on Stagg from Kidwell. Kidwell lines the ball up. Away goes to Lockie. He looks for runners. That one didn't want it. The person who's got the ball now running around might be Berrigan. Berrigan goes away. Can he get the pass away? They've got to grab him and put him down. Oh, he's knocked it forward.
He's lost the ball cold. He was determined to get it. There was no support for him there. I'm surprised by this.
Now Berrigan's doing the tackling as well. Back it comes now to the Storm. The Storm, a second pass there. They get away. Here's tap two.
Tap two.
Tap two. Oh, he got the ball away. They run a line.
Hill.
They let him run. They get the Ray. They come up there. It looks like Hoffman. Tails on Hoffman. Plenty of room to go. King in a dummy half. King. Runs from dummy half. Taken back.
He examines the defence, King, doesn't he?
He does. He sets a paper, a strict paper, a rigorous paper for the defence.
And Tony Carroll injured, answered.
And he marks Carroll. They picked him up again.
Great
Inglis, they're up on Inglis. Oh, he tries to get out. He has to play the ball. Tap two there. They've run the tackles now. They're in trouble here. Who's that to? Oh, the Broncos get the ball back.
Oh, no.
Is that Tate with the ball? That was terrible play.
Dearie me.
Oh, that was shocking.
No
ideas.
Medal, he wants it.
He does.
He's hungry for it.
He's put his hand up, Roy, and said, give it to me. Back knocked over there. They're slow now. Carroll with the ball.
Carroll is slow because he's got a busted knee.
Yeah, he's playing without a knee. They've got to get him off. Give him a rest at least. Get him on the bike.
Well, Bennett can be cruel, you know.
He likes to leave him out there.
He does.
And Berrigan now with the ball. On the play.
Okay, running at the forwards. Running at him. Saying, tackle me if you can.
The Storm appear to have nothing left at the moment.
Petrol.
Up they come now. Here's a barging run. I think that might be Corey Parker with the ball.
Will they kick on the fifth? Will be an up and under here from Lockie.
Oh, here they come. They've got it back. You're right. There's the kick into the in-goal area. Oh, no.
Oh, it surprised everyone.
No. Jeepers creepers. Here's a chance for him to get a bit of a run back now. Caught there. That's Turner with the ball.
Yes.
Over.
Yeah, they picked out Turner with that kick.
And
Thaiday might have hurt himself too.
Oh, well, there's a knockdown there by one of the Corey Parker up in with Webke.
Yep.
They're starting to hit each other pretty hard here as it comes up now with Harry Highpant. Benny Cross knocked over on the signage.
Hawthorn.
Yes. He runs a fruit and veg shop down there. Just buys a lot of stuff. And they throw them forward.
That's just madness. Sometimes silly. Rugby league can make you so mad.
You just want to do anything that comes into your mind.
I mean, Bellamy, normally he's swearing. Tonight, nothing from the big bloke.
No, that was a bad mistake there. I think Kidwell, the Galaxy man, I think he was in a good position here just to take the tackle.
Yes, now look what he does here. He throws it to no one.
He's nervous. He could have taken the tackle. They had plenty of tackles left.
Of course they did. But, I mean, that's what rugby league can do to your mind.
It can.
If you don't rule rugby league, it'll rule you. Yeah. And if that happens, you're buggered.
I know.
You're mad.
You're mad. Rugby league can with your mind, can't it?
I've seen people go crazy with rugby league.
That's why we love it. Back it comes. I think this might be Tate with it, the Van Gogh.
Oh, he pulled his hair.
I saw that.
Good one, son.
He's Thayday. Big bounced off him. Took 3 or 4 to knock him over after that charge.
You see, that's pretty. That was pretty.
Berrigan. That's why mums are saying to our kids in Australia now, rugby league is for you, Sonny Jim.
Yep.
And if girls can play, they can play as well.
Look at the Warhorse.
Webke just
taking it up bum on.
Just 30 minutes away from pasture. Oh, big dummy there, and he almost got through. He almost stole it at Shane Perry.
Surprised them, surprised us.
Here it comes, Carmichael Hunt. Oh, sorry, Hodges. Hodges now. Hodges with the ball. I got the one confused there briefly. Couldn't do much with it. No runners going forward.
We'll have to go to the air here. Where's Lockie?
Lockie's got it now. It's an educated kick. Can they make something of this on the far side? No, beautifully diffused. English, terrific there. He's got a bit of a run here.
Here's the Emperor of Leighton Park.
Here he comes now. He's got some players in front of him. Plenty to do here, and he's bottled up, I think, by the number 9, Berrigan. Good play there.
Good play.
Now they've got a chance. They can roll. Tap 2 with the ball. Comes back into the middle now. They've set themselves, though. That was well defended there by the Broncos. After a bit of broken play. They've made some yards, though, on this one. They've got it out of their red zone, which has been in camp down there for a while. They've got to knock them down now.
Hill, as long as they don't do anything stupid.
Cameron Smith with the ball. He's taken there.
Settles it down.
Webke must be 4, I think. Oh, no, 3. Back it comes now on to Harry Highpant. Good play there. This is a promising move at the 47-minute mark. We played 7 minutes in the second half. Out wide it goes. This is very steady play.
Where's Inglis? Here's Slater.
Here's Inglis now. Inglis with the ball.
He's plenty of time. He's got so much time.
He's just so
That's what separates your Emperor of Lang Parks from others.
Tackle. Oh,
good one, Guy. Good one.
And he's kicking. Guy's had a blinder, hasn't he? Harry Highpant. And he's got it there. Oh, he's thrown it away.
No, that's all. It's desperate. It's the last tackle.
Here's a chance. Broken play. They can hurt you. No, that's it.
That's it. Stuffed it out. Turnover.
Oh, he's given a penalty.
Why? Taken high by Hodges. Has Hodges caused them another 2 points?
Wow, so it's erupting here.
Yeah, it is erupting. It's getting a bit willing. But this is what we like. This is what Tommy Radonicus wanted. He wanted a bit of heat, a bit of passion.
Let's have a look. Let's
Harry
see
High being settled out. Someone being called out. Hodges, I hope. Hodges, call him out.
Yes.
Come over here. Give me your name, son. Hodges. Well, you're in big trouble. You're in deep
Yeah,
trouble.
he's giving it high.
He's gone high. I'm putting it on report. And it's going to cost you 2 points. And you're a bit of a
he's
goose.
going to call somebody else out.
He's going to call out the captain.
Oh,
no. Who's he calling out? Corey Parker.
Yeah.
You came in late, son. You went on with it. Not right. Penalty. 2 points. Will they go for the 6?
The first score.
Yeah.
Now, hang on. What's going on
Here's the
here?
third man in. Now he's getting King, because King always loves a stink, from lugging garbage when you've been around Toorak lugging garbage half your life. What you want's a stink?
Well, you know stink. You've been stinking all day. When you come to play, you want to stink. And so now we've got a shot at goal from Cameron Smith. So Smith lines up.
No, they're going for the points. They're going for the points.
I missed that. Harry Highpant there with the ball.
Yep,
and
going for the
knocked
points.
over.
Okay, well, if they come up empty-handed here, the Broncos can say we've got the game.
And that was very brave.
King, too easy.
King in.
Too easy.
Oh, great try there.
Up there
from a
very,
big mistake.
very easily.
So
The big man running into the hole.
8 each at the moment. We'll take a break and come back with a kick.
Your old mate General Frosty here. I love cars, love rooting, and I love football. And I do them all while the boot's on Triple J.
Well, the Broncos had all the play in the second half and looked completely dominant for a while.
Well, this was a clinical try, actually. This was clinical. This came out of a laboratory of league that Melbourne has become.
With the professor of Bellamy in charge.
That's right.
You see the try score on screen now.
Yeah, the Surgeon King, former garbage man from
in the Toorak area.
Here he is. Now that was the high shot. Nothing in it for mine.
No,
that's just rugby league.
Rattle the
that's why
fillings, but that's all right. That's why people, and that's why mums and dads want their kids to play rugby league.
That's right. Now here, let's have a look at this.
Very easy try.
Okay, the third man play opened up with King there, just the big man running at the slower forward, and they knew Carroll was on the sick list with a buggered knee. Just didn't have the strength to keep the big garbage man out. The big former garbage man and now surgeon of rugby league.
Oh, Guy's going to have a kick.
Yeah.
Well, 1 from 1 last week. I should be able to tool this over, surely. Surely.
No, he's missed it.
Oh, he's missed that.
He's missed it.
8-all in the big one, the boot part 2.
Your old mate General Frosty here. I love cars, love rooting, and I love football. And I do them all while the boot's on Triple J.
Yes, but it's slightly against the run of play, wasn't it?
It was against the run of play, but just shows if you give them half an opportunity, they'll take it with both hands.
That was really good.
They'll take it with both hands.
Both hands.
And you can't blame them.
And they get the ball back, of course, deep in the territory. And now there's a long way back to here's Harry Highpant coming with the ball.
He's lifted his game, the Pant.
Oh, he's played very well, the Pants. I mean, once he got him up there around
the neck.
nipples, he was fine.
Yep.
And they're starting to lift a bit the Storm. They feel as they got a sniff here, whereas before they were slightly off the back foot.
They were.
Cameron Smith,
Geyer, I mean, he's done everything tonight for the medal, hasn't he?
He has. You mean the Fulton Hill medal?
Fulton Hill, yeah. Well, that's the one they want.
Well, Slater. I mean, Slater's done enough to make the Fulton Hill medal his.
Yeah. Slater, he annoys a lot of the players, you know.
He does.
He's a niggling player.
He's a niggly player. He's got a bit of yap about him. He likes to talk Akamana style.
He does.
Gee, they're holding them down, these tackles. They're going to get penalised if they don't watch out. Cameron Smith out wide. They've got to run out.
Again.
They
are clinical the way they play.
That might have been Carfusi there. He's back on. He's been a bit quiet for the last little bit. They decide to go for a kick. They've found a spot there. They've turned him around. This is a genial giant.
Hodges, but here's where he's dangerous.
Well, Hodges needs to do something here because he cost him a try.
Yeah, he did. Well, he did. With his, stupidity.
With his weird tackling style.
Yeah.
Here's Carmichael Hunt, can't find a way through, so that's 2.
Yeah, well,
that's good
pointless
defence.
running sideways. You've got to run forwards. You need someone running straight lines.
Here's Berrigan. Berrigan decides to go one way, and then he decides to try and burrow his way.
No support. No one wants it. No one's putting their hands up. They're tired.
They need to run here.
tired.
Come on, Thorne. Up you come, Sonny Jim. That's the 4th tackle. They've hardly made any metres. They're going to have to kick here, and it's going to have to be a pretty good kick. They've got one more tackle to go. Simeus Sena, at least he made a gain of about 10 or 12 metres.
10 metres, yeah.
Oh, they're counting a 30-metre gain on screen. I don't think it's been that much. Lockie
He's looking
out
for a 40-20.
He's got a beautiful kick there, but no 40-20.
No, 40-20.
Straight down Slater's throat. Now they've got to come up and try and bottle this up here. They've got him.
Good tackle.
Very good tackle. That's very good tackle. He gets up, plays the ball, tap 2 there. Tackle again. Oh, that's beautiful work there from Hannett, the fruit and veg man. Yeah. Remember his bananas? They're $5.50. Oh.
Now what's happened here? Fiddling with the back to his collar.
Right.
Is that what he's saying?
That's right.
Where are the rules of rugby league does it say you can't fiddle with a bloke's collar?
Well, that's a big let-off.
If it's not straight.
That's a big let-off for the Storm there.
Absolutely, because they can hurt you from here.
Well, they're up over the 50 now.
Yeah.
And it's 8-all. We've played 52 minutes, nothing in it. It's exactly as we've begun. Here they come running up now. They're starting to get a bit of a sniff now.
Stupidity is going to cost the Broncos this game. Stupidity from Hodges.
And Hannah at the moment.
Hannah.
Baker comes.
The momentum. We've seen a seismic shift in momentum here.
We have. But there's plenty of players on the Broncos who now feel as though they owe the team something.
Yes, that's right. And owe something for Webby.
Webby, of course, Webby. They'll say Webby. They can't.
Yeah, and I can tell you now, none of those Broncos at the moment are thinking about Shane Webke.
They're not.
And they should be.
They're only thinking about themselves.
Yes.
And that looks like Casey Maguire out there in the helmet.
He's dangerous.
Oh, he's had a quiet game.
He's
cunning, but they're saving it up for something special. You can see now about 15 metres. Casey Maguire decides to go from a run dummy half.
That might be Nathan Friend. I think I see Nathan Friend's out there at the moment.
Oh, sorry, matey. Nathan Friend. I just had Maguire.
I know. Well, why wouldn't you?
Somehow he became a Storm player. Here's trouble here. They've got King up, knocked the ball back. Now the Broncos
stay in the field. That's what you got to do. He did stay in the field.
Darius Boyd.
Oh, Crocker, shut up. You're not playing.
Yeah, you don't get a go. You can sit on the bench all you like, but you won't be able to play unless that knee's any good.
That's right.
Taken there. So that was a chance, a real chance for the Storm.
It was a real chance. Of course it was a real chance.
They had the ball and they could do something with it.
You're not going to make that up. Why would you?
There's no point. There's no advantage. Now they're running out of dummy half like they did in the middle of the other half.
Yeah.
Wasn't that weird? I swapped the players over.
Yeah, well, that can happen. I mean, it plays with your mind, HG.
It's Jason.
You don't do it for long
Hodges.
enough. Do it for long enough. It'll play with your head.
Right. Back it comes now. Tate with the ball. Is that Tate or is? Yeah, it might be.
Tate.
It is Tate with the ball.
It is
Van Gough.
Yeah.
I can't get him out of my mind. Oh, they made a good gain here. They've made easy yards. He's going to have to kick, and he does so. He's kicked it and he's turned him around.
That's a good
That's
kick.
a lovely kick.
That's
in
a
goal.
beautiful
Well,
kick.
I think that's described as well-weighted kick.
Well-weighted.
Oh, he got him well. That's great.
That's great.
Might have been the kicker who did the deed
Now that
too.
might lift the Brisbane Broncos.
Here they go. They got another one. They've nailed them 2. They've only made a gain of about 5 metres there.
Do you think they're still selling Brisbane Broncos cheese rings and
batteries and stuff like that? Yeah, tap 2. Taken again by the number 7. He's having a blind appear.
He is.
Fact, Perry
lifted
away
himself.
comes. Oh, he's lifted himself right up. Pity he's not going to Souths next year.
Yes, that's
I'm
right.
sure Russell Crowe would like him to be over there in the number 7.
Yep, we just saw the back of Casey Maguire, HG.
Oh, he's coming on.
They just put him there just for you, so you can see.
Yeah, see what he's like. You see his rear end.
Yep.
I'd recognise him front on anywhere. Back it comes now, and they decide to kick early in the tackle count.
Half-back of the year.
Look at this. He's another great kick.
Carmichael Hunt.
Coming away. Oh, he's got around something. Here he comes. He's looking for a hole. He's probing. And they're knocked over. Back it comes now. Big pick up there. I think this is
Hodges.
Hodges, that weird.
I think Hodges is carrying a groin injury.
He appears that way. He can hardly move anywhere.
Oh, no. Great play the ball, Hodges. He might get penalised for that.
Has he been penalised?
Or did he pull a penalty? Which is it? I mean, I'd pull Hodges off if he's lost his mind, and I think he might have done. He doesn't belong on a field of rugby league.
Well, that was. I think that was just
no. That's he's just done that. He's swearing now. It's his groin. Get rid of him. Pull him off there. Get rid of him. Okay.
So it's 8-all, 55 minutes, 55 seconds played of the boot part 2, and the Storm have it in the middle of the park here. They've got Boyd with the ball now.
Well, it might be the Emperor of Lang Park.
Well, the Emperor of Lang Park. Sorry, here it is the Emperor of Lang Park. How did I get that wrong?
That's all right. That can happen.
He
looks like Maguire.
Yeah, he does. They're still very solid.
Look at
in
that. I
defence.
love seeing that a big man laying on a little man.
Back it comes to, away it comes now, and away the Storm get the way in the tackle now onto Billy Slater.
Here's a little man. Put a big man on him.
Billy Slater is
Thank
caught
you.
tight, knocks him down.
Not that taste particularly big, but you get the idea.
Yes, indeed, and it's read about it in the paper.
Yes,
and,
here's a big man on a little man. Again.
and so that's Turner knocked over there with the ball. He gets up and plays it back to Nathan Friend. Friend out wide, finds a couple of runners here. They got, who's that? Is that Harry High?
That was Harry High, who got hit very high and hard.
Back it comes now to Friend. They're looking wider. They've gone to the air. They've positioned well the Broncos to defuse this, and they take it.
Oh, he's done well, Hunt.
Here's Carmichael Hunt with the ball.
That's a great defusing of a bomb.
8-all.
Yep.
57 minutes played. It's a pity, if there was a draw, that we can't come back next week and do it all over
I'd
again.
love to see it again, but I tell you what, this market offence of the Melbourne Storm has been a revelation. It's tremendous.
And away
Tony
come the
Carroll.
Broncos with the ball. He was
No,
not.
Carroll's off, I think. Yeah, Carroll's gone. Sorry, actually, that's Corey Parker.
Away comes Hodges. Hodges injecting himself now, lifting, doing a bit of the forwards work there. Thade and Webkey on the bench, looking a bit tired. Away they go once, twice. It's on to Carmichael Hunt. Carmichael Hunt
It's
decides
Hodges
to put
again,
it
I
up.
think. Actually, Hodges is injecting himself all over the place.
He's just playing every position
Yes,
now.
he's
on the
lucky.
Lockie. Lockie's kicked it.
Oh, was it played out? Is it 6 more? Is it
Away
played
it
out?
comes.
No, it wasn't played out, he's saying, or is he saying it's played out?
Well, let's have a look.
Let's have a look. Give us the bloody signal. 6 to go!
As you get the 6 to go.
We got
Away
the
comes.
signal.
Here they come now, the
Storm!
Storm. Sorry, the watch out Storm. The Broncos are on their way. There's a gain here, a long rolling gain. Settle it down in the middle here. Up it comes. They decide to take the tackle, and they've made a gain on the second tackle there. They've got a few metres. Good play there at dummy half. Gee, they're holding them down for a long time. Berrigan's gone through. Berrigan, great play.
Taken high. Slater again. Penalty to Slater. Get that bloke off.
Penalty.
If there's anything that makes rugby league ugly, it's little blokes like that, like Slater, little buggers being shits out there and hitting blokes in the head. We don't need it. We love violence, but we don't like anything dangerous. That's fair enough, isn't it? See, I wouldn't have said it if I didn't mean it.
Because you wouldn't. That is a shocking
That is
tackle.
shocker. That could have put that kid, that could have got him queuing up to play Superman.
Now,
I mean, I hate that.
can I just say, though, when mums look at this in the cold light
Well,
of
they're not
day...
going to see it as we see it.
No, of course
They're
they're
going to see something beautiful and poetic.
Thanks very much. They're going to think, bloody hell, if little Johnny could take one round the head and go on and score the try rather than being knocked out cold.
Yeah.
Oh, don't give him a drink. He's done...
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
Slater is
Fulton.
he's a nickel merchant.
Fulton Hill.
He's a blood on the
They have a
game.
shot here off a head high.
Right.
They should be able to tool this over.
Yes.
And let's see who's poising to get it. Oh, Parker. So, Parker, big job ahead of him. Might go 8-10 here.
Yes. And, we were expecting a high-scoring game, actually. I mean, see, that's the rugby league can always surprise.
They can. It's full of surprises. As we get a look at that, the view ahead for the view from behind.
Yes.
Here we go. Crowd deciding. Yes, it's there. 10-8. The Broncos go to the lead in about the 60th minute. 60th minute exactly. I took a guess and I was right. 10.
You're here in the dugout for the Festival of the Boot. Weekend of warfare on two fronts. Live on Triple J.
And we're on the restart now. The kickoff 10-8. It's a narrow margin here.
And everyone wants it. A lot of hands going up.
Broncos, Siviacina out there after a bit of a sit-down on the bench and a chew. Talk to the coach. Now the Broncos. Here's Hannah, the fruit and veg man.
Yes.
Made a bad mistake earlier. Making good now. Here they come. They're all queuing up. Thorne with the ball. I love those bandages around the thighs.
You got that from Rugby Union.
He can't take my eyes off them. Oh, great dummy there, but they were away to it, the Storm. Knocked over. Might be one of the bench players here for the
might be Casey Maguire.
Siviacina making easy yards. That's great. The spin, the 360, the 180. Call it what you will. It was more a 270, but it's all class. Back it comes now, and they're going to run. No, they've got a Glockier there.
Oh, this is a plan move.
Oh, no, they know this.
It's a plan move for Glocky's there.
Broken play.
Brilliant.
Look at this. This is amazing. There's a try. That's a brilliant try. That's a premiership winning try.
That is brilliant.
They practice that every night of the week.
That is brilliant. Short passing, close to the ruck. Surprised everyone. And a couple of magic passes stuck. And that's what you need. You need a lady luck. the lady luck of league, every now and again to reach down into your trouser and give it a little tug.
You're here in the dugout for the Festival of the Boot. Weekend of warfare on two fronts. Live on Triple J.
Brilliant try that was. Could that be the one that takes the shield back to Brisbane waters?
I just hope it doesn't kill the game in Melbourne, HG, because, you know, the people of Melbourne invested so much in this team. This is their team. I mean, this is
Let's
the
have a look
Let's
at
have a look. Look at
play.
these quick passes around the ruck.
Look at that, a speculator
that's
over
a
the top. Back it comes now. It's back on Tony Carroll. Onto Tate. Tate uses all the space he can and takes it beautifully in the corner. That is a great try.
But you see that the brilliance of Lockyer, HG, who had the presence of mind to quickly get that ball, read the play, and then set up the support.
Well, look at this.
And Carroll busted knee, still putting in.
Great angle running here. They just make it so hard for the defence to come across and get in front. Webke's up. Thadde's up. Dane Taylor's up. And the old man of league is
Rugby League dreams.
He's starting to look a lot like Clint Eastwood, isn't he?
It is. Rugby dreams can come true. Rugby League dreams. We often say they don't, but every now and again, HG, every now and again, a little bit of magic. A little bit of magic.
So Tatey's had a bit of an indifferent night.
He has.
Maybe he's
made up for it. Maybe it's turned his career around. Maybe it's turned his life around. He's no longer the
stupid goose, the gibbering wreck.
Yeah, he's no longer the dead seagull around the neck of rugby league.
Phil Jaunchy had a word to him and straightened him right out. That's a kick. No, it's going to miss.
He's going to miss.
No, missed.
No.
Okay, so the score in the boot part 2 at about the 64-minute mark is 14-8.
Weekend of warfare on two fronts is the Boot in 2006, live on Triple J.
And we seem to be watching up.
We saw Del Saylor there in the crowd. HG, yes, he looked great. He gave us a wave.
Well, that was
great to see Del associated with rugby league once more.
Would he come back to league?
Yes, he'll come back to league if they'll let him.
And away, Simeocena now.
Raising the knee in the tackle, I like that.
They've got a bit of life about them, the Broncos now at 14-8.
Everyone wants to have a part of it, have a piece of it, as we say.
Converted try to draw him back, and I reckon a field goal's on in the next set of play.
I reckon you're right,
63 minutes.
You'd be mad not to. Why wouldn't you have a go at a field goal? Why wouldn't you?
Here's the Storm player on the break. Scotty Hill's off the park at the moment. Yes, Thorne with the ball. That beautiful.
Thorne, he got hit high there too, and I don't think he liked it.
No, he gets up a bit groggy, or he's going to fall over.
Oh, yeah, no, he was hit the head.
And Lockyer decides to go to the air on that play. It's a turn him around. Billy Slater here can do something really stupid. Simeocena taken down there.
Oh, that's great defence there.
That's great defence.
And look at him trying to pull a penalty there, the little bugger.
Oh, indeed. But they do the right thing. Tap 2 takes the ball. That's 2 tackles.
2 tackles.
63 minutes.
I'll tell you what I see in this situation. It looks a long way away, the try line from here.
It does indeed. Here comes. They've got to get a break here. Yeah. Somehow they've got to be able to break out.
Look at this. Getting involved in the tackles. That is
a bit
great.
Of a punch to go on there from Lockyer to the head.
Yeah, well, that's Cameron Smith. Certainly an old argument.
Yeah. No, that's right. And somehow the Melbourne Storm don't look quite as big as they did 20 minutes ago.
No, they look like toy men.
Toyman, yes, here's the Galaxy. Oh, Galaxy's lost it.
Oh, no.
Galaxy's lost the coal. Fulton Hill medal winner, do you think?
He could well be, yes.
The Galaxy of Stars going to South can expect a lot of that next year.
That D, the
Coach Medal will be loving that when they see that coming out next year. Yep. That knock-on in the field of play when he should just take the title. Corey Parker, I think, with the ball there.
Yep.
Underneath the weight of...
well, let's see what's changed with his Storm.
No,
he's lost
Simeocena's
lost it cold.
Back it comes, tails of
Well, that's what happens is you get tired, HG. Now, Cameron Smith's got a lift here. He's been very quiet.
Well, he's played a very disciplined game. King coming in to take the pressure off. Takes 3 of them to knock him over. Everybody's getting tired, but there's 15 minutes to go.
He lifts the bins in the tackle.
Oh, he does indeed. I think the...
lifts the bin lid.
I think the Cameron Smith, the other guy, Casey Maguire's taking the pressure off Cameron Smith.
He has.
So he's allowed him to run out a little bit wider.
Giving him more options. Option to do nothing.
Yeah, those drop balls are starting to hurt, though, isn't it? Here's Kidwell now, up with the ball.
The King.
The King.
The Emperor.
The Emperor, of Lang Park, Inglis there. Back he goes to Kidwell at dummy half. Bear now to, let's see, Adam Blair. Blair gets one away to Maguire.
That might have been touched in flight. There might be 6 more tackles, I think, HG.
Let's have a look. There's tap 2 with the ball.
No, it's not 6 more.
So
no.
what have we got here? 5th last tackle here.
Last tackle.
They need to be able to do something here.
Up and under. It's a dangerous screwed kick.
But
he's lost it. King's got it. Try time.
That's a try. Melbourne are back in it. So at the moment, King, another try. Hang on, wait a minute.
Was he onside? That's the question we've got to ask ourselves, HG. Or was it knocked forward? Yes. 2 schools of thought. King likes it, though, but he would. He might have really lifted the lid on this game, HG. Let's have a look now. Onside, not a problem.
There.
Onside, not a problem. Now, what happens here?
Well, the
ball is in the air.
Goes to
is the player impeded? I think it's knocked forward. I think it was touched by a Storm player, number 12. I think he's touched it there. It's come off his arm and gone forward. Has it gone forward?
It's got to go forward.
I think it's gone forward,
forward.
Yeah. I don't think it's a try. I think it's gone forward.
Well, the trouble is, have a look at here.
Coming.
I mean, I don't want to get boffiny, but number 12's coming in.
Number 12 comes in. Thank you.
That's right. Tails of Hoffman. Here's where he makes contact with him.
Surely that's played with his arm? Is it played with his arm? In which case it has gone forward there. I don't think that's a try. I think that's gone forward. Although you can argue, we had this similar thing happen in a State of Origin match where it came off a shoulder and was argued that it didn't touch anyone. I think it didn't touch the hand.
But so remember, in which case it's a try. It fell through onto his feet.
Yeah, I think it might be a try.
King.
I think King has scored himself a Johnny on the spot try.
Let's have a look.
Yeah.
No try. Wow. No try. Big decision there from upstairs. Who is upstairs tonight?
Our man from the Cummels.
Billy Harrigan's up there, is he? So it's a restart from the 20, is it?
Yes, it is.
Here we go. That was a big let-off for the Broncos.
Oh, gee, that hurt.
No,
bloody hell, that was a big hit. Oh, Pedro. Welcome to rugby league, fella.
Well, he knows all about...
that was a big hit too. They're fired up, because they feel as if they should have won this match. They feel they've been ripped off by the establishment
of rugby league.
Yeah, just because they're all born in Melbourne.
Well, they never played before in their lives.
Yeah.
Back it comes down. Webkey. Oh, no.
Don't slip over.
Oh, he's got away. Look at that. Look at this. This is a fantastic. The Warhorse. And that grapple tackle round the head. It's all there.
Yep.
Choke them. They can't run without breath. That's the technique. Gee, they're getting out of tackles a bit, though. They're working hard, but they're still getting out of tackles.
This is a grinding forward, HG.
Here comes Lockie. Lockie decides to kick the hell out of it.
And hitting the back play. Taken out very, very badly.
And let's have a look. Did Simpkins see it?
Yeah. Slater,
dummy. Oh, touched. I think it's going to be a Broncos
I think it is a Storm feed. I think it came off a Bronco.
Sorry, Storm feed. No, he's ruled. They're blowing up. He's blowing up. Kidwell's blown up. I think they've got a case.
This is where the touch judge should come into it here. The touch judge.
Are they sighted, Roy, the touch judges?
The touch judge had perfect sight. Perfect view.
Well, I
saw it come off a Bronco.
If he could see, though.
Yeah, if he could see. Yeah, you mean they might all be blind tonight?
Well, they could be. It looks like it's going to be a Bronco feed.
Blunders are creeping into this now. If this is a technical...
Could open up, Roy.
If they lose this because it's technical, I'm going to hate it.
Yeah.
Because the thing about rugby league
is... Let's have a look here. Touched by
a Bronco. And then touched by another... touched by the Storm. Touched by Guy. He was the last man to touch it.
You reckon?
Yeah, came off both hands.
Okay, I missed that. Okay, they're riding themselves up. Here come the Broncos again. Broncos having the ball. This looks like Van Gogh with the ball. Van Gogh.
Oh, he slammed down in defence. But I tell you, the thing about rugby league, it's not a technical game.
No. Had it with the ball.
So it just shits me off when it becomes technical because that's counterintuitive to the game.
I know, but the players get confused.
Yeah.
Siviacino took a big hit a moment ago and they all fell off him after that hit. Did you notice the respect?
I did, yeah. Enormous respect. Well, you have respect for a dying man, HG.
True. I mean, that's,
it's always hit high there, yeah.
He slipped slightly into the tackle.
Who was that, Lockie? Yeah, well, everyone wants to hit Lockie in the head.
Carmichael Hunt decides
no one knows where to go.
Oh, no, they don't know what to do.
They're tiring quickly.
12 minutes to play. The Brisbane Broncos 6 points ahead of the Melbourne Storm. There's a kick now. Can they turn them around, or will they get a mistake here? They go one way. It looks like Turner caught.
Turner did well there, but there was no pressure from the defence there.
No. Well, they allowed him to have the kick.
Well, it's gone. We've gone into slow time here. I think the Broncos are going to have to aim up.
Aim up.
They're going to stay in
he's
this
got somebody
because-
around. Here he goes, Inglis, the boom star now of the side. They can play the ball. He's hung on to it. Oh, he's got to get a penalty, surely.
No, he was playing for a penalty, HG. He could have got his leg out of there. He decided not to. He was doing a Tony Hearn.
Tap 2. Nice split there.
Yep.
Saw a little bit of something in the
Yeah,
bag.
I know. It was good. It was great.
But it comes now. The Storm have the ball. But the Storm sort of are really finding it hard to break the Brisbane line, aren't
they are. There have been very few line breaks, HG.
Very few breaks. Here's Slater. He might do something on the King. He's running
dangerous.
well. They're running well. He's going to have trouble here. He knocks him back. Well, it comes now to Turner. Oh, is that a knock on?
No, went backwards.
Marginal.
Went backwards.
But they're not looking good now. Gee,
No, well, they've lost continuity, HG.
And they throw it away.
No, the
here.
defence is too strong for them. Now King's kicking. I mean, God almighty, the bloke's a dickhead.
Watch out, here's trouble here.
Oh, my God.
That's almost like state of
Oh,
origin.
my God. Why would you let that ball bounce? The Broncos went to
Corey
sleep.
Parker there.
He went to sleep completely, Hodges.
That's bizarre.
That is
King,
bizarre.
no, he was
King
so
did
much-
well.
King
That
was
was
so
a
much.
great kick by King.
Was by King.
Now,
Oh.
what did Hodges do here?
Hodges didn't nick that back, did he?
No.
Off
It came
the
off
boot?
the boot.
Okay, restart from the 20. Gee, they got somebody out and back.
They're
play.
out. These blokes are tired.
Hannah. Now
no,
there's trouble
perfect.
here. They got a penalty.
Were they
Have they
not
got a
on
penalty?
side? Not on
I
side?
don't think they were on side. Oh, no, restart.
Restart.
They didn't go back. Oh, no, hang on.
Oh, they're replacing.
Okay.
Replacing, yeah. Simpkins is totally lost today. She's out of his depth here. Simpkins doesn't know what's going on. I mean, the bloke, I mean, it's the Peter principle, isn't it? I mean, why wasn't Shane Hayne put in charge?
Well,
Someone
I
who
don't-
knows rugby league.
Oh, Sean Hemsworth.
Someone who can see. I mean, for a start. You've got to be able to see the game. I mean, you've got to have bits of your eye that react to light, beams of light hitting it.
I tell you who's struggling. Is Cameron Smith's really struggling out there.
Well,
That's why Maguire's playing a lot at dummy half.
Yeah.
The Broncos are making easy yards right up the middle of the ruck here.
Yeah.
And they've made a gain, I don't know quite what, about 15. Gee, they hold them down there. Back it comes now. They're standing around a bit here. They get away from one. Kick up over the top there.
This is where they want to play it, right down here.
Slater in the in-goal area. Has to come a long way back. They're up there. They're ready for him. Hannock goes afterwards.
Good
Over
play. Good play.
to tap
Fire.
2. Knocked over. That's one.
Yeah, he's off.
Cameron
Well
Smith.
called, actually. Yeah, he's had it.
Now, very poor passing. Oh, and slipping over now. Here's trouble here.
Surrender tackle. Should be sent off. It's a blight on the game.
That's the defence is really coming up now. Really, they're worn out, both sides.
Yeah.
They have to put Inglis at dummy half. The only place he can get a ball at the moment.
Well, here's where champions stand up, and Scott Hill looks as if he's taking charge here.
Well, he has to.
He
Cameron
wants the
Smith's
ball.
side.
There's Scott Hill.
Scott Hill.
What can he do?
They're all falling over all the time. That's the 4th tackle now, 3 of which have been falling over. Tap 2 runs from dummy half out wide, looking for a runner there. He finds somebody who picks the ball up, and they doesn't make a gain. Now, the Storm have almost run out of interchange. They've still got about 15 to go. They decide to kick. They kick on the far side there, but I think Hodges won't let this
Don't
one
let
do
it
that.
bounce, fella. You're mad letting it
Oh, and
bounce.
don't
these
pass
days.
along the back line, Campo.
This is Carmichael Hunt, I
Sorry,
believe.
Carmichael Hunt. I don't know why these two players are completely interchangeable in
They
my
are
mind.
interchangeable, and they do interchange them. That's what Bennett does.
Here he comes now. Hodges at dummy half. Hodges very slow going for a bloke who's meant to be lightning fast.
Yeah.
They call him Fowler.
Yeah, well, he's just trying to relieve the forwards of a bit of pressure because the forwards are exhausted, HG.
There, that's the little 17 there. That's Casey
that's
Maguire.
Nathan Friend.
Nathan
Casey
Friend.
Maguire, quite right.
Casey Maguire gets up, hadn't had much of game time. On to Berrigan. Berrigan on to... Oh,
Webke,
Look
what
at
a man.
this. Look at this.
The
Look at
old Colossus. Well done, Shane Webke.
I love rugby league,
Take
Roy.
a bow, old man.
And Thorne now doing it well as well, if that is Thorne. And they've made great yards here. 54 gain on this set of 6. They're grinding them.
Here's your
Lockyer.
field goal.
Let's have a look.
Lockyer, has he
vote.
done it?
Yes,
Yes.
I think that's
I
right.
like it.
Oh, Lockyer with a field goal. That'll hurt the Storm.
Okay.
Clint Eastwood, you stand up and take a bow in the commentary position.
They need a converted try now, the Storm, to get back. They can still do it. There's enough rugby league game time left.
They need a converted try and a bit
But
more.
look at this. Look at the old man.
Look at
the
this.
Colossus from
Kids.
Queensland.
That's what you need to be able to do to play rugby league. Look at that shot. Very confident. We'll take a break and come back with the final bit of the boot.
Frosty here, enjoying the boot? I am. I always listen to the boot on Triple J.
Yes, we're back. The Broncos have the ball back, and they've made a gain out to the 30-metre line.
Great run from Webke there,
Webke has really lifted now. He knows that the end isn't far now. Carroll's lifted. They're all out there. They want to play this out.
They can smell a win.
They've got 7 minutes to go. One of the great games of rugby league. Tough and hard, and the Melbourne Storm need to find a bit of broken play, a bit of inspiration. They'll call a penalty here. They'll be able to, maybe not. Tate now coming in. Gets away from one. Decides to straighten it up, but doesn't make much of a gain there on the fifth tackle. 45 metres on the return, and here comes the kick now. They decide to kick. They found a jinking kick in behind the play. No, Slater
there.
Able to do the right thing there and bottle it up. Yes, they did well. That's a good takedown there.
Yep, they're standing there. Slowed down a bit, understandably.
That Starius boy King now. The sting's gone out. That's a good tackle at this stage.
From Turak.
That's the... Now they're going to have to go to a kick if they don't want his ball. Inglis. Inglis has got through. Great tackle there around the legs. They watched him, and they caught him. Kidwell going to Souths next season. His last game for the Melbourne Storm. Back off one way, then knocked over. That's the 4th tackle. They made a big gain here. They're on the 40-metre mark. Here comes Tap 2. Tap 2 onto the centre of the park. Now Scott Hill throws it up over the top. They've got to get it out to King. I think King's the one who's the go-to man. 5th tackle. 74 minutes gone.
Well, their go-to man is a dummy half. Wrong.
Great problem here for them. They're going to have to kick. It's out wide. It's a very educated kick, and they take it. And sadly, he's got the ball away. On to Inglis, but it's going.
It goes into touch there, I think.
I think he's in touch. He ran into touch. Hasn't had a great night, has he?
No, he hasn't been his night, no.
Is he worth the $4 million, Roy?
No, he's not. Not at this stage. But, there's still enough game time left.
For him to make
For someone to make their mark. For someone to take this game by the scruff of the neck. Okay, winning on the touch on full.
Now,
on touch. God, look at this. The players are breaking down. Their sinews are... Melting.
Lactic acid, the build-up there. They all
the
need
oxygen debt they're trying to repay.
They all need a bit of a spew.
Yeah.
Cameron Smith's had the needle. He's back on the sideline.
This is a bit of respite. I mean, everyone's going to appreciate this.
They are. Siviacina with the ball. Knocked over. A gain of about 5 metres there for the big man.
Yeah. They turtled him, held him down.
Back it comes now. And
Tony Carroll. Is it Tony Carroll?
No, I don't think so. Tony Carroll's standing off there.
Yeah.
Now, look, they'll give him one to Webke in a minute, just to show you the old bloke.
I don't know if he's got another run left in him.
He's got another run left in him, Roy. He's loving rugby league.
Let's see Shane Webke run the ball.
Waiting for Thorne to come onto it. Van Gogh there now, doing a lot of work out of dummy half, kicking the head to Maguire.
That's right, lost a tooth, but he doesn't mind that.
No, he's given more than that to the game. Here comes Carroll. He completely rooted knee earlier in this half, but he's up in there. He's charging forward in the great... Oh, and they're going to do something here. Oh, no, they decided not to. Oh, the kick.
No, lovely kick.
Oh, that's a set play too, I think. They don't like going on the far side. They'll have to get it over the far side. I think there's cracks on the far side if they want them. Here comes Tap 2. Tap 2. They've got to go wider.
He's knocked on. I think he knocked on the Emperor of Lang Park. Yes, he knocked on. It was a stupid pass. Trying to push a desperate football. Desperate times require desperate measures, but not stupid ones. They must be calculated. I mean, that's the lesson of rugby league. That's what you learn from this funny old game they call the greatest game of all. You've got to learn to keep your mind. Don't lose your mind. Keep common sense.
Now, Roy, if you lose your mind, can it still be a harsh mistress?
It can be. I mean, that's when she'll play with you, when you lose your mind. They lost their mind. The Melbourne Storm, they don't appreciate them from Melbourne. I mean, the hero of Hawthorn, he's probably not even thinking of Hawthorn at the moment. And I'm pretty sure Hawthorn's not thinking about him.
Well, why would they? Well, they've got the bins tomorrow. People have put their garbage out tonight, hoping he'll be back to collect it.
Put something in extra.
Put it
for the king.
Put another glad bag in there. Make it spill over onto the street, so he's got to tidy up. The dog pooed. Back it comes. They ran off a dummy half. Oh, they've opened right up here. What a great run that was from the number 7, Shane Perry. That was very clever.
He surprised everyone, Perry.
He didn't pass. Now they've got Hodges up there. Thorne up there.
Thorne's
not going to go himself.
Now is Webke going to score? Is Webke going to run on?
I think they're going to give it to Webke. Sooner or later it goes one way and then he finds another hole.
Come on, old man. Wind up.
Come.
Wind back the clock, old man.
No, Lockyer. They're doing the right thing here. They're playing a very educated game. They've got another couple to go. They're not close enough for Webke to get involved yet.
Well, where is Shane? Where is the old man?
Here's the one. Back it comes. Oh, no, Carroll's going. Carroll's almost there.
Those forwards are tired. Those Melbourne forwards are tired. Now's the time to unleash the old man.
Where is he, the war horse? Is he there? No, he's dribbled it through. Take it out in back play. It was taken right out in back play.
Yeah.
But I think the Broncos have got this. Look at that defence there.
Great defence.
He lost the ball in the tackle. Away it comes now. Here
Gotta
they
get
come
off
up
their own
again.
line.
Oh, no, that's fantastic,
Get
D. I don't know that Webke's out there, is he?
No, he may not be out there, HG. No, was that a knock on there?
I think it was.
I think it was, but nobody saw
King.
it except us.
Yeah. Well,
Except the
I know he's
fans.
there. There he is. There he is, Webke there.
Webke's still putting in.
And the little bloke there with the hard hat on.
Still keeping it tight.
Oh, he's
Kicking
kicked it
early.
out.
Oh, this is
Oh.
brave. Oh, this is brave.
But they've got plenty of runners back there.
Hold on to the
Beautiful.
ball.
Well, good tackle.
Oh, great rugby
78
league.
minutes, though.
Oh,
78 minutes.
They gained 80 metres there, HG. What a great move that was. Surprised everyone.
But-
Tate's back. The forwards aren't back yet. You can't expect them to be.
Tate will slow it up. They've got... Can they do it, Roy?
Yes,
I
they
suppose
can do it. I think they can do it. I think the Broncos are home. I think that the rugby league fairy tale has come true for the man they call Shane Webke. Shane Webke.
Carroll, surrender tackle there. They've chewed up a lot of time here. If they can get into the 79th minute, a big kick. Sorry, it wasn't whoever I said it was. It was Corey Parker. Here's Carroll now, lumbering up to the line.
Well, they're just going through the motions now, aren't they? They're going through the motions. And why wouldn't they go through the motions?
We're down
You
to
can't
the
blame them.
last minute and a half of rugby league in the year of the Stoke. There's the kick now. It's not a bad kick. It's turned him around. And he's
It's a
found
beautiful
touch.
kick. Perfect kick.
Way.
I think Wayne
Clint
Bennett
Eastwood
knows
has
he's
given
done
up.
it. He knows he's done it.
He's going back to play Misty for me. And I think this is a wonderful game.
Look at Shane. He still wants more rugby league. He can't believe there's only one more minute of rugby league in his life. He
Here
wants
they go.
more.
They want to get a try off here.
He
They're
wants
talking.
a try. He wants more. He's trying to keep them focused. He's not thinking of the fairy tale, the dream, the fantasy, the harsh mistress whom he's tamed here tonight.
Cameron Smith off. Obviously, Cameron Smith in real trouble.
Yeah.
Obviously taking a hit to the head. Back it goes. They get the ball back.
They can hurt you from here.
They've got a chance here. They put Inglis in close. Haven't they worked Inglis over tonight?
have.
The Emperor of Lane Park.
All
Question
right.
mark.
They're going to roll the dice one
Take
more
two.
time.
Here it comes there.
Roll the dice
Oh, he
one
had to go
more
and throw
time.
that. But he held on to it.
Held on to it
71,
sensibly.
half a minute to go. Back it comes now. This is the fourth tackle. They have to pass. They've got no
they've
petrol
been
left in the tank.
They've been a wonderful team all year.
Fourth tackle coming up now. Little kick up over the top. They've got to have their back set back. Oh, he knocked it
Hold
back.
on to it, Hodges.
He held on to it. Oh, he's
He's on his knees.
Moving forward. Now they've got a chance to get Webke a try.
Give Webke one more run.
Give him one more run.
Give him one more
Target.
run.
Head high tackle
Give
again
the
from the
old
Storm.
man another run. Where's Shane? Come on,
Thorne
Shane.
a dummy half.
Thorne, you selfish mongrel. Give it to Shane.
Here it is. They've done it. The Broncos have won the 2006 NRL Grand Final. The score 15-8. We'll be back with a wrap in a moment.
It's shock, awe, and bunker-busting football. That's the boot here on Triple J.
Well, welcome back, and I think the deserved winners tonight were the Brisbane Broncos. I mean, sure, you can read about it in the paper, and other commentators, we see them shaking their heads as we say this, but the Brisbane Broncos were by far, in the second half, the better side.
Yeah.
Going through the second half, there's a wonderful moment early on when King was in, and Geyer missed the conversion, his only kick of the night, and he missed it, sadly. So the score at that time was 8 each. Then, in the 60th minute, there was a head-high tackle, Berrigan on Slater, and Parker went in. Oh, sorry, they took the penalty, 10-8. And then Tate, missed by... Tate went in about the 63rd minute, not long after. Parker missed and made the score 14-8. A predictable Lockyer field goal took the score to 18-15, and the game virtually beyond the Melbourne Storm. When you look at it, Roy, I think the Brisbane Broncos were the better team.
I think they were the better team tonight. I agree that Simpkins went wobbly for about 10 minutes. That might have been the moment when his sight returned and he was confused. But generally speaking, I think the better team won tonight. The better prepared team. Experience counts in finals, and I think experience stood up tonight. Lockyer was magnificent. The forwards were magnificent. And they minimised their errors. And the Storm tended to make more errors in the second half whereas the Broncos were making a few errors in the first half, you might recall.
Well, an error count.
They relaxed and got into their rugby league, whereas the Storm always felt they were on the door, knocking on the door, but not actually quite let into the game.
Well, I think that they were hoping for some spectacular bit King style.
Yeah.
They bottled up Inglis. He couldn't do anything. Slater was hopeless. Matt Guy had a shocker.
Yeah.
And when you look at Steve Turner, well, was he out there? Scotty Hill didn't have a particularly big influence on the game.
No.
Cooper Cronk shut down completely.
He was.
Kafusi was never really in it after about the first 20 minutes. Cameron Smith tried all night.
Yes.
He really tried all night,
Yes.
but he obviously took a big hit to the head, which put him in Coosbane. Then we had Brett White, who didn't play as well as he can. Kidwell, the Galaxy of Star Man, he's on his way to the Coachwood and Myrtle, and I'm not sure what the Souths people will be thinking, but obviously he can do something. Tales of Hoffman, good early on, drifted out. Dallas Johnson, well, he sort of was there and did a lot of defence. Adam Blair came on and did some things. Jeremy Smith was good. Ben Cross, Harry Highpant had a blinder, I thought, and Nathan Friend in the hard hat did very, very well when he came on. For the Brisbane Broncos, Justin Hodges had a game. Yeah. He made some mistakes, and he's obviously, what we call loose cannon.
He is.
In rugby league.
He did cost them the game.
He did. But anyway, going head high and being stupid. But at least he made up for it with some great runs. Darius Boyd, quiet game. Brent Tate, the Van Gogh out there, I thought played pretty well.
He did
David
play well.
Stagg did some good things.
Yeah.
Carmichael Hunt.
Good D from Stagg.
You saw a great Carmichael Hunt fielding the ball, catching it. There's Clint Eastwood and the old Warhorse together. Isn't it great to see the beautiful assistants out there too, Roy?
Oh, there's
that's so much glamour. Best in the world,
Best
Roy.
in the world, I
Best
know.
pom-pom shakers in the world.
What a night for this man, for the big number 8.
Oh, it's incredible. Warhorse now out in pasture.
And there's another Warhorse. I mean, he'll never be here again in a grand final. You wouldn't have thought Scott Hill. I mean, he's a journeyman whose road has probably come to an end. But in the end, that's rugby league. I mean, she deals. Sometimes you just get a dud set of cards.
Darren Lockyer had a great game. Seemed to take a fair bit of punishment, but he got the field goal when it mattered. Shane Perry, lively all night. Shane Webke, well, what can you say? Look, in the first half, when they needed it, they changed their tactic and got Webke to pass the ball, which shocked the Storm.
Shocked everyone.
In the second half, especially in the back end of it, he was just ferocious in the tackles.
Yeah.
Sean Berrigan had a great game running. Petros Eviasino, well, he did what he does well. Sam Thaiday, I suspect, was hurt. We didn't see him in the second half. Brad Thorne, a powerhouse all night. Tony Carroll, got no knees, but kept on going. Corey Parker, a lively game. Dane Carlaw, very good when he came on. Hannett cost him a bit, but also gave him a bit. And Casey Maguire fired up right at the very end. So, Roy, it was a magnificent game.
It was a great game of rugby league. And you posed the question right at the very start whether the game would be the winner, and it was.
It was.
It was, because the game is bigger than us all, HG. It's bigger than you and me. It's bigger than life itself. I don't think I can add much more to that, except to say that I love rugby league.
Your old mate General Frosty here. I love cars, love rooting, and I love football. And I do them all while the boot's on Triple J.
Issue of Frosty magazine features 12 Aussie couples on the job in the buff while test driving one of Frosty's customised Honda Accords. Frosty magazine editor Frosty LaHood says,
I think a few people are in for quite a shock. I hit the video camera on the gear knob and copped a real eyeful. These are the pick of the snaps from 5 hours of live footage.
Frosty magazine, just one of the results of Frosty's world-famous no root, no toot policy. Certain conditions apply.
Yes, and so welcome back as the rugby league season for 2006 winds down. A magnificent game here at the Girl, and saw the Brisbane Broncos triumph by 15 points to the Melbourne Storm 8. The Melbourne Storm had to be rightly disappointed. They were the front-running team for the whole competition. They put out Parramatta in a close first opening final. Then they hammered St George in a one-sided affair, and now they've gone down after the rest, of course, to the Brisbane Broncos, who have played wonderful football over the last 6 weeks.
Well, having that holiday mid-season really paid off. That was the genius of Wayne Bennett's team this year, so that really the season began for them in September.
That's right, and they changed a lot of sort of organisational things at the Broncos.
Changed the philosophy, yeah.
Yes, they couldn't change the players, but they could change the world around the players.
Yeah.
And it's a great triumph for now the Broncos. Every final they've been to, they've won.
They've won, yeah, and what an awesome record that is when you think about it. What an awesome record that is. 6 finals, 6 championships, and for Bennett, 6 titles.
I know, and you can see why he didn't want to go to the Roosters.
Oh, why would you go to the Roosters?
Well, they've got a hell of a long way to go.
Well, they're the sort of bloody outhouse dunny of rugby league, aren't they? And always have been. I mean, why would you leave the palace and live in the day? I mean, you wouldn't do it. You just wouldn't.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a highly respected, part of the rugby league aristocracy, which he is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why would you live in an outhouse? He's not going to do it.
He just isn't going to do it.
He's not going to do it.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Now, Roy, the Fulton Hill medal, very difficult tonight.
A lot of people put their hands up.
I know. Can I just suggest a few names to you?
Yeah.
Obviously, Galaxy, Kidwell, has to come into calculations.
He does.
I'm going to suggest also Billy Slater didn't have the best of nights.
Billy Slater.
Tap 2, I think was very, very ordinary.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I wouldn't even start thinking about maybe, obviously Turner got a try in there at some point.
Harry Highpan.
Well, Brendan Cross, it wouldn't look, the Hill Fulton medal wouldn't look out of place.
It wouldn't look awkward on him at all, would it?
It'd dangle at about the height of the belt. But I think he did enough. To redeem himself. So it's up to you, Roy. You've talked to the committee.
Actually, I've spoken to the committee, and the result has come in, and your nominations were absolutely right, actually. But the standout for the Fulton Hill medal this year, or the Hill Fulton, however we're going to describe it, is Mark Geyer. And congratulations, Mark. And I know Matt, I should say, the whole family's going to be proud.
So while since they won something.
It is. I think the Tap might have won it years ago, so I don't think two brothers have ever both won in a grand final. The Fulton Hill medal.
No, it's a fantastic result, isn't it? And now as we take these wonderful pictures of the victory ceremony here at Stadium Australia, the Grand Old Girl, is Steve Allen, great comic.
Yeah.
And he's got this crowd in the palm of his hand.
Yes, he's working them beautifully, isn't he?
Yes.
Because I tell you what, after a game of rugby league, one thing you do want is a joke. A good, clean family joke.
You do. Well, I tell you what, he's working the Afghanistan crowd terrifically here. They're really
I'm just waiting for the
this.
punchline.
And up come
the heroes.
Obviously, the Brisbane players coming up and getting their medals.
Yeah.
Has he got the Clive Churchill? Berrigan got
Berrigan.
Wow, that's a bit of a surprise.
Doesn't surprise me. He played very, very well. He's a real credit to his family.
Oh, he's going to say a few words.
I hope so.
I wonder if we can get it.
It's pretty undistinguished sort of speech,
It is, especially his mic technique. Yeah. Can I just say that try he got against the Bulldogs was an absolute cracker?
It was a cracker.
They got him into the back into the game after half-time last week.
Yeah.
It was a brilliant try, and they are
started by Hodges. Yes.
Started by
Hodges.
Hodges.
Look at the Prime Minister, he loves his rugby league.
Oh, I don't he love his rugby league?
He loves his rugby league. He's part of the rugby league family.
Who else is in that family apart from David Gallup? Are there any kids in that family?
Puff.
That's right. Here's Cameron Smith coming up to say a few words. If Cameron Smith can string a few words together, I'll be amazed.
Yeah. And I think that might be the Governor-General, Sir Michael Jeffrey on the left.
DC.
Yeah.
Oh, look, he doesn't look out of place in the rugby league family,
he's part of the rugby league family.
Sir Michael Jeffrey, I hope he gets to say a few words.
I'd like to.
Let's have a listen.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a beautiful speech.
Yeah, it is great.
Tremendous.
That is tremendous. He's thanking Shane Wilkie for all he's done for rugby league. Rugby league hero.
And he's part of the rugby league family.
Part of the rugby league family.
And would he finish up with just the line, I love rugby league?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, you'll find that when eventually they do bury Shane Wilkie, you'll have a gravestone. And in the corner, in the quiet corner, loved rugby league.
Yes. Well, can I just say about Cameron Smith, he went on a bit long.
He did.
The idea when you're losing is to thank the other team and get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, but here, look at the jaunty Governor-General putting the...
Oh, he doesn't look out of place at all, does he, the Governor-General? He looks as though... he handles those medals beautifully.
He does. These are the losers' medals.
Right. And here they come
It's a nice touch in rugby league. You get a loser's medal and the winners get a ring.
Isn't that fantastic? Fantastic. You know they've...
It's a funny... It's a harsh mistress.
Very harsh.
You've won. Here's a dud ring.
Yeah, dud ring. And can I just say...
You've lost. Here's a beautiful medal.
Yeah. Can I just say that a lot of people wonder what the Fulton medal looks like? It's in the form of a crayfish. A gold crayfish. So there it is, footy lovers, the Boot Part 2. As we see these pictures of the losing medal, Scotty Hill on screen there. Boot Part 2 for 2006, cracked, boxed and buried the tune. 7 points. 7 points. The score at the end, Melbourne Storm 8. Sadly, the Brisbane Broncos, for Storm people, got 15. Congratulations, Brisbane Broncos. Congratulations, Captain... I've forgotten who the captain is now.
Oh, let's say Darren Lockyer.
Darren Lockyer, I think he is the captain. Congratulations, Captain Lockyer. Congratulations, Super Coach Clint Eastwood. As we sign off the grand old girl in the Boot Part 2 on that one day in Rocktober, can I thank the man they called Super Dool, Scott Dooley, for great panel. The Commander T, Craig Shufton, for fabulous production. The Deus Ex Machina Dare for superb stats and scoreboard. And finally, my colleague for 20 years. That's right, 20 years, calling the Festival of the Boot, rampaging Roy Slaven. Brother, thanks for another marvellous year.
No worries, bro.
And
Look forward to next year.
And Triple J Boot takes this opportunity to invite you to join us on Sunday the 15th at 2 p.m. when This Sporting Life returns to the airways. We leave you tonight, as always, with a simple reminder that we love Rugby League! And remember that Triple J is sport. Bye now.
So there it is, football-loving Aussies. The price of petrol hasn't changed, but you haven't thought about it much during the weekend of warfare on two fronts. This Sporting Life would like to thank its gold sponsor, Frosty LaHood Motors, its silver sponsors, Aussie Fuzzy Fruits for Kids and the National Rugby League Party of Australia, and our bronze sponsors, Macquarie Bank, Actar Technologies, BHP Billiton, and the Kerry Packer Lucky Cat Box Fund. Keep the feeling going, Australia. Football lovers, this Sporting Life would like to remind fans that the season doesn't end here. The season starts now. The 2007 kickoff is only 142 sleeps away. Get out in your backyards and start all work immediately. Goodbye for now, and good luck, as Frosty says.
Most footballers I meet are total dickheads. But I'll tell you this for nothing. If you buy a new car now, you'll get a free ball. Dads know what I mean. See you later, car lovers.
Triple J.